buggy or something.
Wait, how much can you see right now?
I can see
About 10 feet.
10-foot radius circle.
And you can't see anything else?
Not outside of it, no.
Oh,
Yeah.
I can see a bunch.
Yeah, I know. There's a reason. So,
Yeah, the rest of it is just black and white.
well, the black and white I want, but did that change anything?
Yep.
Fire moved.
No,
Holy shit.
There's a lot of spiders here.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
everything's normal now.
Okay. I don't know why I did that, but I basically put a light in the background, and sometimes I have to move the light in order for it to like show you shit. So yeah, you should be able to see, not the whole map, but at least like a third of it or a fourth of it. Okay.
Gotcha. Well, that's quite a bit of spiders. Anyway, I'm going to cast. Let's see what I got, friends. I'm going to make little circlets with my hands and cast Call Lightning.
Right to the big guns.
All right, and it's a 60-foot radius, right?
Sure.
Yeah, it's huge.
Yeah, you can
It
basically
is
cover
huge,
the whole
a 60-foot radius, so it's pretty much the whole area.
Yeah, we'll just say the whole area. That's fine.
And because I'm a combat druid, I'm going to bamf into a panther for a bonus action.
Okay, can you call down lightning while you're a panther?
So if I cast, I think I can keep the spell with
but I don't think
concentration.
you can recast the lightning effect of it, because the lightning effect of it takes an action.
Right.
So if you turn into a panther, you can no longer lightning bolt them on your turn.
Right, I would have to wait for my next turn to lightning bolt them.
But then you would lose your shapeshift, is what I'm saying.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess I'll just stay in druid form.
Okay.
Would I be able to call down lightning this turn then?
I think you can on the same turn that you summoned the thing.
Okay. Well, I will attack this spider right here.
Okay.
He needs to make a dex save.
Okay.
And needs to beat...
He got a 15.
Let's see what my spell DC is. That is the DC.
Okay, so he makes it. So he takes what, half damage?
Takes half damage.
Okay.
And I don't think I have the spell in the in this thing. Flame Blade. No, I don't. So it takes 3d10. So give me a half second. So essentially 10.
Okay. Yeah. So so this is for Faye, who's never seen this before. Vosner like raises his hands up in the air, and like a dark cloud kind of like forms, and he like points to the spider, and a bolt of lightning hits the tree and like fries the spider, setting some of the webs alight very quickly before they burn out. And that spider is gone.
Sweet. And as a bonus action, I'm going to cast Shillelagh on my staff and have it ready.
Okay. Wait, is Shillelagh a cantrip?
It is a cantrip.
Okay, then you can do that. Okay. Ivair, you're up.
Yeah, Iver is gonna move here, and then is going to. I can see this guy, right? I'm supposed to be able to see this one.
Yeah, we'll say you can see him.
Okay. I didn't want to like. If the lighting was messed up, I didn't.
No, I think you're good. Oh, Stan.
Whoa.
Interesting.
Someone just broke into the Matrix.
It was magic.
Oh, good job, Stan.
Right. So I'm going to dissonant whisper that guy.
Okay. And what is the save?
Wisdom saving throw 14.
He fails.
Okey-dokey. And it's 3d6 damage, and then it has to basically move as far away as it possibly can. Oh wait, I'm sorry, it's 40s. If I'm casting it at a higher level, to add the last 6.
Okay.
Oh, well, I'm glad I waited.
Yeah, it's a good spell slot usage there.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so it takes 11 damage, and it can't move closer to you, right? That's the rule?
Must immediately use its reaction, if available, to move as far as its speed allows away from you.
Okay, it will do that. Minus 11. Okay, anything else on your turn?
Nope, that's it.
Isolde, you're up.
Oh wait, I rage for my bonus.
Sure.
Thanks. All right. Sorry, go ahead.
I will stumble out of my tent, and the first thing that I see is E standing in front of a tree that's on fire, and like I thought that I saw something, and so I instinctually will grab the ring that's on a chain around my necklace and cast Warding Bond on him.
Okay.
Thanks.
Isolde, can you see everything, or can you only see the 10 feet?
Nope, I can see everything.
Okay,
All these
weird.
spiders on the right-hand side. It's great.
Yeah, weird, because like when I select you, it only does like a tiny little circle. I don't know.
Yeah, John,
Yeah.
I can see everything too. I don't know.
Yeah, that's fine. That's what I wanted.
Okay.
I think it's just the dynamic lighting in this game is a little bit buggy right now.
It's fine. I just wanted to let you know where I was at.
There's like a lot of fog and stuff that's obscuring, and then kind of around here it cuts off and becomes less visible.
Where can you ping it? Okay, that's fine. That's what I want then.
Okay. That's all she's doing. She's half asleep.
Oh, okay. All right, now it is the giant spider's turn. Tim, what's the situation with that feared spider? Has he just feared for the one turn?
Yeah.
Okay, so he is going to move back where he was and do. Let me see. Yeah, he's going to try and web on E. So, 17, does that hit your AC?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So, you are restrained.
Boo.
As an action, the restrained target can do a DC 6. So on your turn, you can use an action to break free of the webbing, but for now, you're like stuck in the
All
webbing.
right, and that'll be a saving throw, or no?
It says
Strength
DC
check.
12 strength check, which to me, I guess is not a saving throw.
No, a
Bummer.
saving throw is generally only like reactionary.
Good point. So anyways, on your turn, though somebody else could break you free of the webbing, it's just it has 10 AC and 5 HP if you're, I mean, it says it in the little bio there.
I'm gonna bite it off. That's what I'm gonna do.
Okay, well, you did. So, Faye, you're up.
I think ill-equipped as I am, probably the best I can offer is maybe to shoot a few arrows at these things and try and do what damage I can.
Go for it. Sweet. So, what were you shooting, by the way? You can, if you click and hold down, it'll ping whatever you're clicking on.
I'm aiming at the big guy.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So you hit the big guy for 8 piercing damage. Oh, I'm on the wrong. Why is this shit so broken? Oh, there we go. Because I was trying to use my ruler. Okay. Yeah, so you shoot an arrow. So the spider launches its web at E, and you turn and shoot an arrow at it, striking it in like the abdomen. It's a pretty effective shot. Do you want to move at all on your turn, or are you just going to stay there?
I think I feel most comfortable nestled away from the spiders.
Gotcha. Okay, DeMarcus, you're up.
Yeah, like hearing E scream, I had woken up and like I'm armorless, so I just feel like vulnerable. I grab, before I grab my shield, and my sword, I cast protection from poison on myself as I'm getting up, and I run out. Well, let's see. Yeah, I run out toward E. Would it take an action to free him?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. In that case, I won't cast protection from poison on myself. I just run out with my shield and sword. And I see E on the ground, apparently, covered in webs.
It's not quite on the ground. He's kind of like standing up and like okay. Like somebody threw a potato sack over him a little bit. You know?
Not the first time you've seen me in this state.
Yeah. So I run up to him and I say, as per our last conversation, I see you're being reckless again. And I try to free him. Do I just roll an attack?
Yeah, so there's 2 ways you can do it. You can use a strength check or you can roll an attack. But you roll an attack, so that's fine. So you cut through not all of the webs, unfortunately, because they have 5 HP.
Okay. Wait. Yeah, I think the broken. Damage is not complete on mine, right?
Yeah, that's broken.
Can I just roll a D8 for it and add 4 to it?
Is a longsword a D8? Yeah, that sounds right. Yeah. Okay,
right,
so yeah, you successfully cut through it.
Okay. And then as a bonus action, I will cast Shield of Faith on myself.
Yeah. Let me fix your longsword real quick. 1d8. There we go. Now it should be fixed.
Okay, cool, thanks.
So yeah, you do that. You cut E free, and you cast as a bonus action Shield of Faith on yourself. Is that what you said?
Yep.
Cool. All right. It is the Ettercap's turn.
What is that thing?
Yeah, good question. So, this is something that if you guys looked at Faye at all during this, he would look kind of horrified by seeing one of these things. They are very awful to look at, and it's basically let's see how much movement it has. 30. Okay, I'm just gonna put it there. Okay, so like sprinting out of the darkness comes this creature that looks like a spider in its limbs, but it's got a humanoid body. So it's got kind of this like big belly that's kind of humanoid looking, like an ogre or something, and these kind of like thick muscular legs, but its face has the eyes of a spider with like the mouth like with all these pincers, and its arms are these like sharp scythe looking spider legs. And it is running straight at Iver, and it is going to make a a bite attack and a claw attack at you. So
Hey, John, my
Hey.
coloration just went down to I can only see 10 feet.
yeah, that's what.
I've been reloading when that's happened and it's worked.
Okay, yeah, maybe hit
Okay,
the
I'll just
reload.
refresh.
Ivir, does that hit you? 15?
Yeah, it's equal to my class. That means a hit, right?
Yeah, I think you're not wearing armor anyways because you were asleep. So
I never wear armor.
good point. Good point.
Thanks.
Barbarians, am I right? All right, so it hits you for 7 damage, but that's halved because you're raging.
Yeah, that's correct.
And make a Constitution saving throw. You are within 10 feet of DeMarcus, so you can add his aura to that.
Okay.
Oh no.
Wait, so he got this? He actually made it, right? Because it's a DC 11.
Oh.
Right.
Yeah, if you meet the save.
Okay, succeed. The creature. Wait, so the target must succeed. So I think the damage still hits you, the poison damage, but you are not poisoned, quote unquote.
So the initial damage.
Yeah. So you take the 7 cut in half, and then you take 8 poison damage, but you do not get the status of poisoned.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Which gives you disadvantage on attacks or something fucking terrible. So that's the bite, and this is
that'd be what, 3 plus, so 7 total?
No, 3 plus 8, because poison damage is not halved.
Right. Okay.
And then here's its claw attack. So another 7 slashing, but cut that in half because of rage.
Rage.
So you take a total of 15 damage, I guess, is the easier way of saying all that.
Cute.
Okay. That is the Ettercap's turn. And we will do next in the turn order, which is Taryn.
All right. So, let's see. Taryn steps out to here.
Okay.
And then shoots a lightning bolt from here on up for 100 feet.
Okay.
So it should get the Ettercap, that little swarm, and anything that I can't see hidden back there.
Okay.
They need to make a DC 15 dexterity save.
Got it. Dexterity for the Ettercap. Did it roll? There it is. And the dexterity for the swarm of spiders. Wow. Okay.
All right. So it's half of 8d6.
8d6. Damn.
Roll that beautiful damage.
Yep. So 12 apiece.
Okay.
And anything like in the way that's flammable catches on fire.
Yeah, so again, the tree that's been lightning bolted kind of caught fire quickly and the webs burned out in that area. But the lightning bolt you shoot that goes through the Ettercap and hits the swarm of spiders behind it also hits that tree and starts a little bit of a fire, burning up some of the webs. Anything else on your turn?
Moves behind E.
Okay. All right, now it is giant wolf spider's turn. They are going to move 30 feet. So, okay. Where's the last one? Oh, there he is. Okay, so on the wolf spider's turn, they all start charging at you, crawling through the trees and the webs, little holes, like little spider tunnels that you can see everywhere. And one of them gets on Iver and is going to do an attack. Does that hit? Oh no, critical miss. So it comes running at you, and you are able to just kind of like smack it aside with your shield. Okay. Swarm of spiders' turn. They are going to move 20 feet. And that is their turn. Leeward, you're up.
Yeah, all right. So, yeah, I've got extra HP, so I'm going to go here.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to strong hand the horrible, ugly guy.
Yeah.
We can possibly horde breaker that one. And then maybe second attack that one. We'll see what happens here. But that's the game plan.
Yeah.
So, strong hand, the big guy there.
Go for it.
He's a beast, yeah. Ooh.
That's a miss.
That's a miss. In that case, let's also weak hand him.
Okay. That hits.
Sweet.
You do 7. Wait, hold on.
Oh, yeah, go for the first one. That's my shitty mouth.
He's not technically a beast, sorry.
Oh, let me...
The cap isn't. It's fine. I'll just subtract it. So,
okay.
So you do 5 damage.
Bummer. Okay, then let's horde breaker this guy.
Okay.
Which is going to be a strong hand. That is a favorite enemy. Oops, sorry, I hit it twice by accident.
No, it's fine. I don't think you did, actually. I see it. Just one. So 17 hits, and you do 10 slashing damage to it. Oh, okay. Minus with an extra 2 because of favorite enemy, and you kill it.
Hey, all right. Oh, sorry about that. There it is. There's the number 2. I need a new mouse. I'm really sorry.
Oh, no worries. So is that excessive? You're not doing that attack. Got it.
No, I'm not doing that attack. Actually, I have a second attack. So can I?
We'll just direct that to whatever target you were going to attack. Which one were you attacking? The big guy?
The ugly guy. Yeah.
Okay.
He's got to die, man.
So another -5 because it is not a favorite enemy.
Oh, correct. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you cut into him. He kind of deflects your blows with his giant, like, spider leg hands, but you are kind of cutting into his even the like exoskeleton of his arms.
Got it.
Okay, Vosner, you're up.
I'm going to move here to kind of protect the casters and get out of the way of the spiders. And then I'm going to call lightning here. So those 3 within that 5-foot radius have to make a dex saving throw of 15.
Okay. So swarm of spiders, dex, both fail. And the Ettercap dex critically succeeds. Does that hurt everybody in the area or just monsters?
That's why I cast it to where it was. It's a 5-foot radius, so with all things within that 5-foot square. So my allies should be out of the way.
Okay, so what's the square you're doing it on again?
So it would be, this is the square that I'm doing it on, and that first. So that's why I'm hitting those 3 and not Iver and Iver.
Okay, yeah, I'll allow it. Go for it. So that's the damage. So roll the damage for me.
Yeah, 3d10. 15 damage, lightning damage.
Okay, and the Ettercap takes half.
Half of that, so like 7.
Perfect. Yeah. Okay. So lightning bolt successfully called from the skies zaps a bunch of the guys.
That rhymes.
Hey, I'm working on my DM poetry. Anything else in your turn?
Nope, I'm just kind of staying there, protecting the casters.
Cool. Ivair, you're up.
Yeah. If I'm doing a strength check, I just use my straight modifier. Is that right?
Yeah. What are you doing a strength check for?
So I don't know if the air cap's still the right one to try this on. I'm going to start with my bonus action to use my shield to shove the editor cap. So because I'm raging, I have advantage on all strength checks.
Okay.
And then the editor cap can choose to try to contest it with either strength or, let me double check this, with either athletics or acrobatics. And it's athletics for me too. So I make an athletics thing with, here we go, with advantage, and then the editor cap can use either athletics.
Okay. I got it. And if otherwise it'll fall on the ground.
Yeah, it'll go prone.
Okay. Okay. Jesus.
Oh yeah.
It's just gonna make a strength thing. It fails.
Okay, so it's prone.
Uh-huh.
And now I'm going to attack it.
Beast.
I don't remember what all prone does. What's prone do?
Get advantage.
Advantage on the attack.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Alrighty then. So I'm going to do the battle axe attack. It doesn't have the rage damage added in. We can just do that.
Sure. So that's a hit, and it does
13.
13. Fuck me, I keep closing this shit. Okay. 13 damage, yeah. So you like smash the editor cap with your shield and then hit it super hard with a blow from your axe, just like from over top it. And he just like bunch of blood gushes out and he like looks nearly dead.
Cool.
All right, is that your turn?
That's it for me.
Isolde.
I'm going to cast Bless on Demarcus, Terran, and Ivar.
Sweet. Okay, so you guys can click that little bless in your saving throws thing, and then also if you want to put that in your combat. I didn't maybe add that for everybody, a little combat modifier, but
I'm going to move, noticing that Faye is kind of on his own against these spiders, so I'm going to move up to him.
Okay.
And that's it.
Perfect. All right, giant spider turn. He is going to roll a d6. Nope. Okay. And he's going to come at, let's see, he was just attacked by who? Oh, well, I guess he'll just come over here to Demarcus and attack him. So, giant spider bite. That looks like it's going to be a hit. Can you roll a DC 11 Constitution save, Demarcus?
What did it roll, John? I'm not. Your stuff's not coming up for me for some reason. Oh wait, no, maybe it's a.
Do you see it? Bite.
I think I'm just going slow. Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, sometimes it comes in a little late.
That's right. Let's see. Roll a what now? Save.
A Constitution saving throw. So if you open up your character sheet, you can see it in there. Yeah, so it's going to be real hard to ever fuck with your Constitution because you have 8 or something plus 8 by default, I think.
Constitution's plus 5. I think,
oh yeah, that's right. Okay. Anyway, so yeah, you resist the status of being poisoned, but you still take half as much damage. So
okay,
I guess you take 7 plus 4 damage. All right. That is the giant spider's turn. Faye, you're up.
I am going to sprint as far away from that thing as possible.
Sure. You can move 30 feet. Yeah. There's like a ledge there. You don't want to go too far.
I'm like on the cliffside now, right?
Yeah, kind of. There's a pit to your south.
I realize only too late that this puts me directly in the line of sight of a giant spider, which I will panic and attempt to shoot again.
Okay, yeah. Roll an attack with your short bow. Yeah, that hits. In fact, that's the killing blow that kills the great spider. So, kind of in a panic, Faye kind of starts to fall back, finds himself kind of stuck against the edge here. There's like a cliff behind him. Not used to fighting all of the spiders by himself, normally used to just running. He turns and kind of like tries to help out, shoots an arrow, and slays the big spider that's on top of DeMarcus.
My man.
DeMarcus, you are up.
Okay. Well, there's a lot happening really quick here. I just got hit by a spider. A tiny little arrow just destroyed it. I'm glowing with blessedness and a shield of faith.
Righteousness.
Yeah, I will also, just to add to my holiness, as a bonus action, I'll cast Divine Favor on myself. It gives me an extra 1d4 on damage. And I will head right here, kind of weaving between all the bodies, I guess. And I'm going to attack that creepy weirdo.
Yep,
so
go for
let's
it.
see.
You have
I'll do
advantage because he's
attack
prone.
roll. Okay, so does that mean that I roll this twice, basically? Just click
Yeah,
it twice?
if you there's a little toggle in your character sheet at the top for advantage.
Okay. All right, I'll find that. I'll just roll it twice right now.
Make sure you're adding blast to it too.
Yeah, and I think I have added bless. So does it calculates that automatically as long as I have that box checked?
+1 magic.
Yeah, he has a +1 sword. So technically you didn't add the bless because that's just in the saving throw thing. You'd have to add that section in the attack modifiers, and I didn't do that for everybody. I forgot.
Oh, right.
But
okay.
it doesn't matter all that much because that's a successful hit anyways.
Okay, we'll do that later then. Okay.
And you like come around the corner and just like lay into this guy who's just like bleeding out on the ground, this weird spider human hybrid, and you just cleave him in half.
Okay. Can I use my second attack on that little tiny swarm thing?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'll do that then. Oops. Okay.
Yeah. That one wasn't advantage, but the 13 still hits.
Okay. Gotcha.
So
let's see. Oh shit. Yeah. Sorry, I clicked that twice. Yeah. Okay. So the 13, and then damage wise,
I think it was just that 5.
Yeah, it's the 5, but I added D4 because Divine Favor.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. So you successfully kill the Ettercap and that little swarm of spiders on the same turn.
All right.
Very nice.
This guy.
Yeah, that's my turn. Yep.
Sweet. So it is now Terran's turn.
I'm gonna cast Tidal Wave. It's a 30 by 10 square.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna cast it right here and then 10 feet. So like 5 feet and the 5 feet behind it to get the 2 wolf spiders.
Yeah. Perfect.
They all need to make a DC 15 dexterity save.
Wow. All right. And what's the damage? And then what's the half?
It's a 48. I'll just roll that.
Yeah, roll that to let me know. Like,
So 16.
Okay.
And if they fail, they're prone. I don't know how prone works for spiders. So
You're on the ground. Wait, what?
Yeah, just kind of on their back.
They're
wiggling
still
around.
there on the ground? They're even more on the
they're
ground.
crouching a little more.
Okay, so we'll roll it. Dex save. Both fail. So those two take 16 damage. That wipes out one squad of spiders and leaves this one fairly washed away. And then let's do the wolf spiders. Dexterity. And the DC was what, 15?
Yep.
So only one of them succeeds, so they take half damage, which is 8. Minus 8, and the other two instantly die. Oh, damn it. I can't remember what their turn order was, but that's fine. So
The turn order was like 1.
yeah, maybe that's right. It was pretty bad for the wolf spiders, and I deleted both things this time. Anyway, so I don't know what their turn order is, but just for the sake of story and narrative, the spiders essentially like turn tail and run after that wave hits them. The few spiders that are left, Faye, maybe shoots like a parting shot at one of them and kills it on the way out, but the rest of you just kind of like stand your ground, and the spiders stop coming towards you and fade into the night. And that is the end of combat.
Woo!
Oh,
Sticky.
man.
Immediately, I'm going to go 30 feet here to Faye and go, you choose to live here. Seriously. You say they don't often attack you. Any idea why they leave you well enough alone, but we can't seem to catch a break?
I don't come this way often. I've never seen anything like that thing before.
I'm suspicious, but I'm not gonna lean into it too much.
You should be suspicious.
DeMarcus is suspicious, and as he's kind of walking back to his tent, he does say to Faye, nice shooting, and kind of under his breath, he says, I wonder if that was one of the green spider's little experiments.
I'm like, Faye is like shell-shocked and is like getting worked up into a panic and is just saying over and over again, that's not right. That shouldn't be.
Are you okay? I'll like kind of go up to him and put a hand on his shoulder. It's gone now.
Whatever that thing was, that's
On record, we're having this conversation just surrounded by corpses.
You're
That's
Gross.
fine.
That gross thing is still over there on the ground. Yeah.
Go up and poke it.
There must be something is wrong. The green spider that you're looking for, that's not of him.
That's not like one of his experiments, you think?
No, it couldn't be.
Whatever it is, we can handle it. You're safe as long as you don't wander off or run off a cliff or anything, okay? So maybe stay closer to the group. I know that that's scary, but you're much safer staying near us. If anything happens to you, I can't help you if you're far away.
Faye is slightly comforted and just nods.
All right. Whose tent is next to mine? Where are we going?
You guys are just, I just have you guys kind of sleeping around it. I haven't done the work of like finding tent art and putting it into all of the maps.
I'm gonna murmur to Iver if he's not already asleep in his tent. Faye does not think that spider person came from the green spider. Something else is going on here.
That may be true, but I'm not sure why we are so trusting of the word of someone who has so far been wrong about everything.
Well, I mean, I've never seen anything like that before.
Yeah, but
Could
you
be
have
from the
not
green
chosen to live
spider.
in these woods.
Iver. I'm just saying be careful, and that pay attention for other signs that there's something else going on.
Or perhaps this green spider is not as wonderful as our compatriot seems to think.
Maybe not. Goes to bed.
Okay.
Could I look at the weird were spider looking thing?
Yeah, you totally
and,
can.
See if I can find out anything interesting about it, or if
Yeah,
I've
make
read
a
anything.
nature check.
Nature.
Sure.
Nature.
Nature.
Nietzsche. I'm gonna make a Nietzsche check.
You found a mustache.
You find your will to power.
There it is.
Deny its sentence, Jay.
Yeah, so I mean, basically all of the things I described, but you get kind of a closer. It was very fast. It just came at you. Kind of looked like a man running through the woods until it got close, and then it looked more like a spider. But yeah, it looks like a strange monstrosity, a mixture of humanoid features and spider features. You get close to its face. It has, a lot of eyes on its head, all of them dark and black. Its mouth, which is like bleeding, is actually bleeding blood, but it's kind of a darker black looking blood. So it's a very kind of unnerving look. It's not a beast, so it's something that's a little bit outside of your normal encounters in the woods. It's a monstrosity, so that's something kind of unnatural and not good.
Yeah, all of my druid senses go off and say, well, I hope this we'll probably encounter more of these in this wonderful trap that we're marching towards. And does it look like it once was a human? Like it was like
not necessarily.
There,
it kind of looks like it might be its own species of things, but you get kind of like an evolutionary vibe. Like maybe this is its own thing, but maybe 1,000 years ago it was the result of a weird mixture with a spider. And it doesn't look like it was recent. It does not look like a man that was given spider attributes. It looks like its own thing. Like its own kind of creature, but it's a weird one. You might have heard of them but they're not like local to every forest. But based on its things, its like features, you might get the feeling that this is what they call a shepherd of spiders. But yeah, you've never encountered one before.
Cool. I just kind of inform from generally what I know that to the rest of the group.
Sleep.
So, okay.
Okay, so
anyone who's awake enough to hear it, I tell them.
Okay. E, it is your watch for the last watch.
Yeah, buddy. Ain't no way I'm going to sleep after that.
Yes, you strap on all your armor and get ready for the night.
Right. So, I'll just roll. Is it a perception? Perception. All
okay.
right.
Yeah, so the sun rises, or at least the feeling that you get when you kind of connect with nature and kind of orient yourself is that the sun is rising. But the webs in the trees, the fog in the air, and just kind of the strange magic of this area makes it so like the sunrise doesn't come when it normally should. And eventually it does get lighter. So you get the feeling that, the sun is in the sky, but it's a little bit like it didn't pop up when you expected it to. It was very obscured.
Yeah.
You don't get that morning sunrise that you were looking forward to.
Right. And as one who usually feels quite at home in this environment, in this specific environment with the webs and the fog, I'm made incredibly uneasy, and I hate this place, and I can't wait to get out of here.
All right. So with that, let's take like a 5-minute break because I have to pee. And then we'll start the second day, or the third day, I guess.
Just so everyone knows, it's still recording.
All right. Now it's time to say all the weird things you want the internet to know. Interesting.
All right. Everybody's muted but me. Hilarious. Or Matt, I guess.
Oh boy, that's right. Looks good now. What are you doing, Mr. Dog? You just wagging your tail down there? Where's your chippy? Can I see your chippy? Where is it? Let me see your chippy. Where is it? Where's your chippy? Where's your chippy? Let me see it. You show me. He's doing pretty good. He's got a little wax.
How you do?
You're doing pretty good.
Yeah.
How you do?
I just cleaned some things. I threw away all the bread
Nice.
and all the cake.
Okay. On to our next version of baking adventures.
So, isn't this a good session? Weren't you so surprised?
Who's joining us?
Oh yeah, that is a good map. It's not like perfect because we've added some stuff. But
I
it's
noticed like Port Tier wasn't on it, but
right. So basically the problem is that like there hasn't been like a full blown made map that covers every single thing because there's an issue with the Forgotten Realms where there's so many books written and so many like games and all that shit, and it's not clear exactly if every single thing is canon. And so there are some like discrepancies on things, and then also there's a problem where the world spans like 7,000 years, so depending on what you're looking at, like entire islands and stuff might have disappeared because of some cataclysmic event. So the map is a little bit hard to kind of pin down. But
Fair
this
enough.
one that you posted is pretty good. It's just short on details.
Yeah, but like
you see Daramar and Mossstone and the Wheeldath and the Starspire Mountains.
And it's I like it because I can imagine going somewhat further afield, and when people describe backstories and where they're from, I have a perspective on what that all amounts to, and just really how small the world is that we've already begun to explore.
Yeah. So you guys are in like the South Wheeldath right now, far to the east, probably like kind of within view of Mount Thargil. You know what I'm saying? That little thing right there. But it's so foggy you can't see anything out of the trees.
Right.
But yeah, so not too far from here was the Goblin City that you guys got all fucked up in. Though that's
that was fine.
Within the Starspire Mountains. Oh yeah, sorry. No, I guess. And Faye, I don't want to be exclusive here. Faye didn't get fucked up by goblins.
Yet.
I mean, we don't know his life.
That's
so
true.
maybe at
That's
some
true.
point.
Also,
well, I know
oh my
his
gosh,
life,
John, that is the best surprise ever.
I
I can't believe you hid that.
Yeah, it was so funny because you were like, wait, who's Jack and Hagar? Who's in our Discord channel?
Yeah.
And I was like, don't worry about it. That was like the first time I met him to talk to him about it. And within 2 minutes of him joining and us chatting, you were already like, yeah, who's this guy? I was like, holy fuck.
I got a notification on my phone that was like, such and such joined the Discord. And I was like, I don't know who that is. And I don't know how Discord works.
Yeah.
Also, why am I not a part of the Discord?
I don't know. You weren't here when we tried to do a session or something?
What?
You were in it. Well, I think it did work. I just think people didn't have their shit configured right. Because we were having lots of trouble with lots of things. But I still think Zoom's the best because at least for the people who want to use video, there's an option.
Yeah. I totally assumed that it was like one of your buddies from your like high school group.
Yeah.
And I was just like, okay, never mind.
Yeah. So I did have a buddy. I'm teaching him how to DM using Roll20. So I did have a buddy join the campaign. So I was wondering if you guys were going to be like, wait, what the fuck? There are 2 additional people within the Mossstone. Yeah, you guys didn't pay attention to that. I was like, I wonder if they'll see that and be like, who the fuck are all these other people? What's happening?
I see. I see it right now.
Yeah. So anyways.
So cool. Best session ever.
Yeah. Cool. Good of life to keep that shit under wraps. Is everybody back?
Yep.
I think so.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me see if I can do something here. I'm gonna modify everybody. So the problem right now with dynamic lighting is that there's just not a super good way of giving everybody like a lot of vision. And like, yeah, let's do that. I'm just going to give you guys all 30 feet. No, that seems too low. Oh, this is so frustrating because I don't want to show you the entire map at once, but I also don't want to make it like you're fucking blind as bats.
I mean,
and
if it's that dark and foggy and webbed, why not?
Yeah, so it's a little tricky, but do 60.
I was telling people, don't go that far from me. You're gonna get fucked up and I won't be able to see you. And might be the case. If you go behind a big webbed foggy tree, I can't see you.
Ooh.
I'll roleplay the heck out of that.
Yeah.
We're berries.
Don't get lost again, Stan.
Yeah, I'm keeping a close eye on everybody, including Taryn.
Yeah,
Okay.
I tie a small piece of twine to Taryn's belt.
We'll put a bell on
I
it.
tie
That's what
that
he's
string
missing.
to
bell.
Isilda.
Yeah, we need a Taryn bell.
But it looks like a monkey, and it's and he wears it as a backpack.
No.
What you should do is attach it to the stone that orbits his head.
There's just like a constant, gentle ringing sound.
Okay. So we are on the final day. You guys are cutting your way through this webbed wood. You had a rather unrestful sleep, but those of you, I guess E is the only person who, if he used any spells, which I don't think he actually did, wouldn't have those back because he didn't. He woke up after that and stayed awake. Everybody else will say had a long rest, and so we will. Whoa, Stan. Yep. By the way, in Roll20, you can go into the gear on the top right and then go down to audio and it's like basically audio input source and video input source and just set, or like I want to broadcast and set that thing to nothing by default. That way, every time you reconnect, you don't have to mute yourself, but just an option for you. Anyways, so you are traveling. We're going to do one more day of rolling for shit, and then we'll have you arrive at your destination. So I'm just going to keep everything the same, just for the matters of keeping shit quick. Vosner, roll perception.
Righty tighty. Core. With advantage or?
Yeah, advantage.
John, along this trek, because I was thinking of like asking Faye to assist Isolde with some, getting around in the woods.
Sure.
I would have tried to have that conversation with him, I don't know if you want to just add it in or what.
Oh, no.
Like to talk about keeping her
stealthy?
stealthy?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, yeah. Sure. I mean, if Faye wants to help keep Isolde stealthy, he can do that. There's not really a good way of doing that.
Okay.
Except for
just
Isolde
shoves you
just
with leaves.
not wearing her armor while they walk.
Okay.
E, roll your nature check with advantage.
Okie dokie.
Okie dokie smoky.
Pretty neat.
That's pretty neat. Taryn, roll an athletics check with advantage.
Pretty nice.
That was not with advantage.
So just roll another time. Okay. No problems there. You are helping them cut through the spider webs and not falling behind at all. Isolde, roll a stealth check, straight roll.
Woo!
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Breaking
So
records.
stealthy, you guys.
Breaking records.
I'm
So you
taking
guys
credit
are
for that one.
Yeah. And then Taryn, do you want to try to provision for the day or not? You can opt out of it if you don't want to.
What's the advantage of provisioning again?
That's a good question. I definitely have disadvantages written down if you fail it. So I guess giving you an option not to do it is only helping you.
After Zolda's warning of not falling behind, Karen will occasionally start to veer off to start provisioning, and she'll grab him and pull him back.
Okay, yeah, so you don't get any extra food for the day, so you guys burn through your rations faster, but you stay with the group. So we'll just cross that one out and not worry about it. Okay, so basically you wake up early in the morning, you're all kind of tired. It's hard. The sun's not really out as far as you can tell, but E can tell what time it is in the day based off his keen sense of nature, as can Vosner. And you guys are following behind Faye, who's leading you through some very dense webbed areas, some dense webbed woods, if you will. And you're kind of glad now that you have him, because you can tell quickly that you guys probably would have gotten lost if you hadn't had him showing you the path. And at the same time, once he shows you where the path is, you can see that it really is a path. It's not like he's leading you into the middle of nowhere. There is a road. There is a sense of a path that has been very overgrown by spiders. So once he points it out to you, it's like, oh yeah, okay, I see it now.
Too many damn webs.
Yeah. So anything you guys want to do while you're traveling? Narratively?
I will express my concerns to DeMarcus and E, because I assume they walk together.
Sure.
That maybe there's something else going on here. So I just kind of come up and say, Faye mentioned last night that the thing that we fought that was like a person but also a spider, he didn't think that it was one of the green spider's experiments. So there might be something else going on here, like a weird magic that's, I don't know, changing things. It reminds me so much of where we were before, Everything's
the
off.
Abyss?
Yeah.
I agree. I've never been in a place on this plane that has reminded me more of the Abyss. The longer we're here, I feel like the weaker we get and the more things don't make sense. But even if Faye was right and that there's something different going on here than the green spider, I don't know if that changes our situation too much. We are walking into the unknown regardless, and we're walking into danger regardless to get this axe. I think the real question is how far we're willing to go.
Yeah, agreed. I want you all to be, aware of stuff. I mean, DeMarcus, you know this sort of strangeness better than anyone, and I would think you would be able to pick up on it if things aren't the way that they're supposed to be or look or feel.
Well,
agreed.
For now, there's simply too many spiders, but they're manageable enough for the time being. I'm suspicious that the green spider is still involved in some form, given the note and given that that's where we're heading. But I expect things have changed with whatever the green spider has once been up to, or things have changed with whatever Faye thinks is the case with the green spider. But if we're committed to getting the axe, then we might as well continue on.
Well, we've come this far. We should at least see.
We expected to get there today, right, John?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I was muted.
Okay, that's good. Yeah, and I say, since this place has begun to remind me of the Abyss, I'm already thinking about how worth it is, the worth of staying. I should talk to you, Vera, about this.
Yeah, I wouldn't bring it up yet. I mean, this is kind of a really big deal for him. I wouldn't want him to think that we're not behind him,
I agree, but I can tell that he doesn't want to be here either, and that he's getting more uncomfortable just like all of us. And it's a sensitive question, I agree, but one of us should ask him eventually, if this continues, whether his father would rather have the axe back or his son.
Let's wait until it's abyssal dinosaurs again, rather than gooey spiders, and maybe we can reconsider.
Yes, but this time we don't have a portal out.
That's true.
Well, this time I don't want to leave before the job is done anyway.
Hear, hear.
So are we continuing to travel as all this conversation is happening?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, because as I'm sort of leading everybody, I say kind of over my shoulder back to E that it was pretty impressive how he and the rich guy and the one with the tattoos handled that monster yesterday.
I go, well, we've had some practice.
Did you refer to me as rich guy?
Yeah,
I know
I did.
what's so
I just
ironic.
kind of like look at you like I literally like don't know what you're talking about.
You are wearing like full plate, and
It is, but it's beat to hell.
The one with the rock on his head. He told me you had the money.
He
said you're
some
well-to-do.
money, I suppose.
Is laughing.
Well, whatever. The humbly rich man and the one with the tattoos. Then you guys all fucked it up pretty good.
Well, thank
What
you.
I'm here for.
I do remember you taking down the big one, though, so we owe you thanks.
That was literally a shot in the dark.
I want to ask Faye, while he's congratulating us, if he has any suspicions that the once peaceful business or experimentation of the Green Spider could perhaps have been taken over or corrupted by nefarious purposes, nefarious forces. If the Green Spider is up to terrible things now.
I shudder to think of it. I can't imagine that the Green Spider is responsible, but I also can't imagine that something more powerful has moved in. The Green Spider is, the most powerful force I've ever encountered. So anything strong enough to take over is probably something to be worried about.
And with that, Faye notices that you guys have reached this kind of like in front of you, about 100 feet up, is a threshold. It kind of looks like just kind of ancient pillars, like one of those. It's not like you're entering into a building, but it's just two columns with a connection over the top of it. So you just walk through it. I forget the name of that is, but anyway, so that's in front of you. It kind of looks like a doorway, and you can kind of see from this perspective on the other side, there are no webs once you pass through the doorway.
Ooh.
Wow.
Do you know this place, Faye?
Yeah, this is the place. But something's different, I think. We best to take it slow than just go charging right in.
How large is this place, John?
So the entry is actually quite massive.
Okay.
And then just for out of game purposes, the map is very big.
Okay.
So you guys are gonna have to like scroll all the way down to the bottom once you get in it. So here, oh, I put a giant spider on there. Okay, here, I think now you're in. So scroll all the way down the bottom. You should be able to see your. Yeah, and it might take a bit for it to load.
Damn.
How much can you see?
Girl. Maybe 60 to 50 feet in front of me. It ends here.
Yeah, that's what I got too.
Okay, perfect. So
all of it, I think.
Oh.
All of it.
So.
Close your eyes, Tim.
Yeah, is it grayed out for you, Tim, or no?
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
It's black for
If
me.
you see anything that's spoilery, don't say anything.
I usually play with my eyes closed anyway, so it's fine.
So I'll just move all of you. Maybe that reloads it differently.
Oh, interesting.
That music is diabolical, man.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
good.
So, you have arrived at the place that Faye was leading you, but now it's a place that Faye has not actually been to very often, or before. You don't necessarily know, but it's like strange, foggy. So the fog remains, but the spider webs have kind of receded. This whole area seems free of the presence of those web spiders.
May I primeval awareness in our new place just to get an idea?
So, yeah, what's the list on that?
The one that I'm interested in is attuning my senses to determine if any of my favored enemies, so beasts, lurk nearby. For 1 minute, I sense within 5 miles which enemies are present, their numbers, and their general direction.
So you do this again, and you have this strange sense. So you feel kind of like, imagine you're in the eye of a hurricane.
Oh, no.
Where around you there is like in your immediate surroundings there's kind of an absence of spiders, but like once you go within a couple 100 feet of where you guys are at, it seems like there is a very thick concentration of spiders, and now you're looking at like maybe 50,000 spiders or something.
Oh my god. Upon that, a chill runs through my spine, and I say to the squad, keep your guard up.
Yeah, I see Leeward walk up there and kind of like he's sensing the area, and I walk up too, and I sort of just mutter to him, what do you sense? And then I'm going to do Divine Sense at that point.
What's Divine Sense do?
As an action, you can detect good and evil until the end of your next turn. You can sense anything affected by the Hallow spell or know the location of any celestial, fiend, or undead within 60 feet that's not behind total cover.
So within 60 feet, you sense nothing.
Okay.
This whole place has this kind of sense of calm. Let's see. Vosner, make a history check.
History?
Yeah. Okay, so Vosner can tell that this is a ruined druidic glade, druids from a very long time ago. He sees like on the stones little messages written in druidic talking about this place being a peaceful place of rest, a bastion, a safe place from all that is evil.
Okay.
Can I just say to the rest of the group, well, it looks like this place is a place of peace and rest for the druids who were here. So maybe we could be a little at ease, but I think we're okay for the second.
Yeah, my impressions from the primeval awareness lead me to say, perhaps for the old druids, this was a place of peace, but I'm suspicious the further we move along, the less likely that'll remain the case.
Okay, so what's your marching order? Maybe make a formation here.
Which way are we going?
Kind of. Well, we'll just say that you're facing. Careful! Don't need that. Facing this direction because you're kind of going up. So whatever formation you would make if you were facing north.
But we can't travel through here, obviously.
No. But I'll actually pick you guys up and move you, so that you're. Just to spare you from all individually moving a bunch of times.
Yeah, I would be
There
somewhere in the middle.
Okay.
Yeah, I would have probably moved toward the front if that's where Leeward moved up to.
Yeah, I'll head up to the front too, like that.
I'll be beside his old one.
And then E and DeMarcus?
I'm gonna flank, stay back and flank, I think.
Okay.
Yeah,
Faye,
I
where
would
do you want
have
to be?
stayed next to Leord wherever he ended up.
Aw. So cute.
We march
I,
holding hands.
I'm inclined to try and stay towards the back.
Okay. So we'll just say for the sake of whatever. Maybe we'll say this is the formation. How's that? Unless Leord wants to be out a little more.
Yeah, let's do that. That's perfect.
Okay. So you guys walk over to this part of the path. Did that load okay?
Yeah.
And then walk forward and find yourself at a bridge. You can see through the mist that there's like a koi pond down below with these very large fish in it, colorful and bright and beautiful. Look like they've been, fed or been eating for a long time, getting very large and fat.
Aaron remembers that he's the probationer and starts to wander towards the koi pond.
Taryn.
Yeah, I'm hungry as well, so I kind of want to wander there too.
No.
Am I supposed to be able to see this, John?
No.
Then I won't ask about it.
Yeah.
What do you see?
Nothing. I see nothing.
It's actually just a map, doodad. It's not
okay. There's
integral to the story.
Yeah, right. Okay.
Oh boy.
30 giant spiders right there.
No.
It's a giant green spider. It was
What are you
very
doing?
literal name. So you're at this bridge, and you can't really see what's on the other side of it.
Does the bridge itself look stable?
Yeah, it looks actually really well made. It's this like polished, smooth stone. It looks kind of like it would be nice on your feet if you're walking around here barefoot. In fact, this whole glade kind of has that feel to it where the ground feels kind of like it's like soft when you step on it, like it's carpeting almost.
I immediately take off my boots and put them in my backpack.
So Vosner, this is reminds you a lot of the glade that you were in with Arcanus. Like it's got that kind of vibe to it. Though the Arcanus glade was not shrouded in mist like this. Yep.
Never mind. Sorry.
Okay. So do you guys cross the bridge?
I kind of want to catch a fish because they look really good.
I think that we should probably leave them alone. Looks like they've been here for a long time.
My grip on Leord's hand tightens very, very hard.
I'm just reminded of those tasty slugs from the abyss, and I bet those fish are comparably delicious.
Okay.
Probably.
I'm just going to say you cross the bridge because...
Yeah.
So you start crossing the bridge and you see that there's just another clearing over here with also very nice grass. You see on the other side is a koi pond. In front of you to the left, still kind of shrouded in mist, you're not exactly sure where it goes, is a like kind of stepping stone, sort of like you'd see in any kind of like decorative garden. It's a very narrow walkway that you could walk across to get to the other side, and you're just kind of on this platform here.
And
Thoughts?
what does it look like further this way? Can I move?
Yeah, you can explore a little bit that way. Don't go too far because you could technically drag and drop anywhere on the map because I don't have restrictions on that. So, careful.
No, I think she's just checking out like what this used to be, maybe.
Yeah, do like a perception roll.
I have religion too, but probably wouldn't help for druids. It's not the sort of stuff I'd know.
Yeah. So you just see they're just old ruins. You don't necessarily know how old because this is not something that you're well trained in, but it's fairly old.
I wonder people that lived here.
Just the druids. Do I see any more carvings to give me any sort of clues? messages?
No, nothing other than what you'd read before. Just kind of standard, kind of like little sayings and sort of like mantras maybe of druids, written in druidic, so you can read it, but it's kind of just boilerplate druid stuff.
Gotcha. Nothing. No mention of like which particular type of druid was here.
No.
Okay.
Faye,
But they look very like the stones look very worn. So like time has like definitely done a number on these things, and you get the vibe that this area might be thousands of years old.
Well,
They haven't been here in a long
Is
time.
Leonard by the water right now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I walk up next to him and I say, "Hey, is there anything here for the sanctuary and it's protecting us?"
Wait, I didn't catch that. What was that?
Sorry, I tell you to not disturb or hurt anything here because it's a sanctuary and we shouldn't offend it.
I'm visibly disappointed because the prospect of 1,000-year-old koi fish just sounded amazing. But I was in the process of tying a rope to one of my arrows to shoot at the fish to pull it in. But I put the rope back together and put it in my bag and move away from the edge, dejected.
Just enjoy the lack of spider webs here.
Easy enough, yeah.
Did you say out loud that you were looking forward to the prospect of 1,000-year-old koi pond or koi fish?
I say it to DeMarcus.
Okay.
I'll walk up to Faye and ask him if he's been here before.
No, I've never actually been inside. I just knew of it.
Oh, it's very pretty.
Yeah, it's kind of reassuring that we aren't seeing any of those things right now.
Maybe they aren't coming from here.
Vosner sees that there's another path that's slightly submerged underwater to the north.
Yeah. I can just say, hey guys, look over here. It looks like this path continues on this way.
Wait, where are you? I can't see you.
He's up to the top right.
Yeah, I'm just further to the north end of the platform.
Ooh.
So I'll just move you guys over that direction. And as you start to kind of head that way, you hear a very strange and disembodied voice say, "What brings disciples of the sun god to the center of my web?"
Oh no.
Does
it sound like it's coming from inside our heads?
It doesn't sound like that. It sounds like it's around you, like in the fog.
Ooh.
In the fog.
I come to collect what is mine and my family's.
And what is yours and your family's?
An axe that belongs to the clan of Red Ox.
Curious. What do you bring for trade?
I do not come to trade.
Foolish.
Dang.
Do you guys think that this is who left us a note?
I sort of say, are you the one that calls themselves the Green Spider?
Yes.
Ooh.
Why are you in this place?
Because it is my domain.
Did you send us... No. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Garrett. I'm sorry.
Said, did you send us a note in what was that town, or what was that port
Tier.
called? Did you summon us from Port Tier, or is that someone else's doing?
I did not summon a group of sun god worshippers.
Do you have this axe that my friend is looking for?
Perhaps.
You just
John,
asked
can I
what we
cast
would-
detect magic right now?
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, I'll do that.
What are the things on it?
Yeah, so for the duration, you sense the presence of magic within 30 feet of you. You sense magic. If you sense magic in this way, you can use your action to see a faint aura around any visible creature or object in the area that bears magic, and you can learn the school of magic if any. It can penetrate most barriers.
So within 30 feet of you, of this immediate spot, you detect your sword begins to glow. Both of E's swords give off a faint aura. Isolde, are you carrying any magic items? Probably the Cloak of Elvenkind. So all of your cloaks begin to give off like a wispy aura that lets you know that this is magical. Terran's kind of like super glowing. He's got a light, his orb is glowing, his cape is glowing, and his wand is like brightly glowing. And I think that's everybody who's got within 30 feet of you in terms of their magic items. So that's all the magic you detect in the area.
Okay.
Though I guess I would say something like the fog itself seems a little bit like suspicious once you cast that. Like maybe the fog itself is an occurrence caused by magic rather than a natural force.
Okay. Can I get any kind of sense of like the school of magic that it would be, or is it not quite that distinct?
It's not that distinct with the fog.
Okay.
So, yeah.
I am looking at Iver. If he does not want to trade with you, or if you don't want to trade with him, what's the next step? We have other things to trade.
Perhaps we will see if this coward shows himself or if he maintains his ignorance.
I'll kind of like straighten up a little bit. Not all of us are sun god worshippers, and we do have other things to trade. Could we meet you?
Why do you wear the sigil of the sun god if you do not worship the sun god?
It is the symbol of the town that we are coming from.
And what town are you coming from?
Port Tier.
Port Tier worships no sun god that I know of.
That's where we just came from.
Interesting.
Do you think he means the guild?
Yeah, but why does he need to know that?
He
The
would want
guild. What's the guild?
We shouldn't give him more information.
We'll tell him if he gives us the axe.
An uneven trade.
What would an even trade be then?
Gold? Magic items? Perhaps books?
Does anyone have books?
Do you
Let's run back to Mossstone and loot the library.
Do you have something against the Monitor?
No, nothing in particular. It's a curious sigil.
Why?
There are not many devoted followers of a Monitor.
That is true. But if you're so interested in knowledge, we could tell you some stories about followers of a Monitor.
Yes, I would like that.
Could we meet you?
We are meeting.
Tis a little hard to see with all this fog.
Yes, that is by design.
Mm-hmm.
Are you like me?
In no way am I like you.
No, you're not a druid. When you're in a druid glaive.
Perhaps this once was a druid glade. Yes, the books say so.
Oh, we would like to, would it be possible to meet face to face?
Possible, yes. Necessary, no.
I would like some proof that you have what we're looking for.
It don't mean you any harm.
Yes, it's we just want to see that you have it.
The axe of House Red Axe, a precious heirloom, a powerful weapon.
Yes. You could have learned that from any story, though.
Should I read you the runes engraved in the handle?
I give a look over to Iver.
And yeah, he'd know them.
So he reads them to you in Nordic.
It's not to say that it hasn't been recorded elsewhere, so it's still not necessarily something he would take as proof.
Sure.
And
you can insight check the voice if you would like.
Sure. What have I got to lose? I don't think I have a very good insight. Oh.
Your life.
Well, we'll give it a shot, but this is not going to go well. Yep. Oh, and that's
you.
I accidentally have my advantage turned on.
That's fine. You just pick the one on the left. So, you believe him wholeheartedly.
I'm going to whisper to DeMarcus. Should we keep moving forward?
Yes.
I think this is a lot of bravado.
We didn't technically come here to trade. We all know that.
I would be careful how loudly you say that.
Yes.
I don't know if it matters much at this point.
DeMarcus, I would be careful.
I cast Zone of Truth.
Okay. What's that do?
You create
you're roboting.
The metaphysics of what's going on here, maybe it makes sense or not.
I think Zone of Truth has to be cast on a person within an area.
Can you hear me okay, John? Or
yeah, I can hear you now. You just roboted for a second.
Okay. Yeah, so it's Yeah. I'll read it to you and you see if it makes sense.
Yeah.
You create a magical zone that guards against deception in a 15-foot radius sphere centered on a point of your choice within range. Until the spell ends, a creature that enters the spell's area for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there, I think that'll be the weird part, must make a charisma saving throw. On a failed save, a creature can't speak a deliberate lie while in the radius. You know whether each creature succeeds or fails on its saving throw.
Okay. So it has to be within a 15-foot radius sphered upon you, right?
Yeah.
But like if he's like outside of it projecting his voice in.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering, like if it's even...
Yeah, I would say probably not, because I think the magic affects the people in the area, and then they're compelled to tell the truth. So that would be my reading of that.
Okay. I'll save it then, yeah. Sorry, I don't really know much about that one. Yeah, I'll save it then. And so after I hear him whisper that or say it, I'll just ask him, what good is the weapon to you?
It's powerful. It's worth its weight in gold. 5,000 gold to be approximate.
The weapon belongs to my family and has been wielded by courageous men and women for generations. It is not meant for a coward who hides in the shadows and will not show himself.
I'm inspired by what I've heard.
If we gave you the gold, what would you do with it?
What I please.
It doesn't seem like you have very many places to spend it. Stories are much better.
You know little of my life.
That is fair. We should get going, guys.
I say, you've already gained all the knowledge that you can from the axe, and it's not yours to keep.
Yes, which is why I would like to trade. 5,000 gold you found on the note. And
I guess we don't have that much.
Oh gosh.
Then why wander into the center of my web?
Because we need the axe and we're not leaving until we get it.
So you didn't come to trade.
I'm giving DeMarcus the dirtiest look right now.
Was I not clear about that before, coward?
Coward is a curious term.
And one that applies well to someone who hides in shadows.
Yes. I find you boring.
And I find you scared.
Very well. If you have nothing to do here, you may leave. Though I'm not sure my spiders will leave you alone.
They have many rare items, Lord Spider. If you would just grant them audience.
What?
An audience has been granted. They have rejected my terms.
I look over to E and I whisper, "Hey, do you have any of those weird dinosaur bones still?"
I believe I sold those, unfortunately, to get my bag of holding.
So we've got this ape skull.
We do have the gorilla skull. That's true. And Ivar is so goddamn inspiring. I'd almost be willing to to part with the gorilla skull if it means he gets his axe. I'm like bored with the whole thing and just want to get to stabbing because I'm unintimidated by the spiders, even though I find them repulsive. And so, like, I'm looking around anxiously, like, expecting us to move forward.
Taryn shrugs and says, "It's not like the spiders have been leaving us alone anyways."
Nor have they been much of a challenge.
Yes. A few spiders are not much of a challenge.
Would you be willing if we leave and return? Maybe with a fancy book or something? I'm not exactly sure what you need, Mr. Spider.
Wait, how do fog people read? Like,
How do what?
Fog
how
people.
would a fog person?
Nice.
Let's keep going.
Burn, little Bob.
Yeah, let's keep going.
let's move.
Gonna make our way across this slightly sunken path. Is it?
How sunken is it?
Yeah, how sunken is it?
It's about like 6 inches of water, so you can walk across it.
Oh, that's not it.
Is it like slippery?
Surprisingly not. The stones were curated clearly to be the kind of stone that would like give you traction in water. It's meant to be kind of like a wading in area.
We can't just turn around.
We have to keep going. Let's go.
Ivar stops the group for a moment and says, "Know that I would not have you all give your lives for this. You have given much already."
Would you give yours for it?
Without hesitation.
Would your father rather you give your life for it than come back without it?
I do not know how my father would choose in this, but I do know that he would understand my choice to die for something that belongs to our clan. And I will see him again in Valhalla.
I look at everyone and I say we should keep going because I don't think we can come back through the spiders again with what he needs without too much risk. While we're here, we should do this now.
And neither would we be much of a squad of adventurers if we decided to back out at the last second on an adventure.
Izzy looks grateful to you for saying that, DeMarcus. And she is ready to go.
Okay, is it just the 4 in the front there, or is everybody coming together?
Yeah, I probably would have, like moved up. I didn't know if we were moving ourselves or not.
You guys are moving yourselves.
Kind of like to where the conversation kind of happened. Yeah.
Okay. So
yeah, I'll
just want to start crossing the water.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. So
do you want us to actually move ourselves across it, or
no? I was just moving you as a group. I just wanted you to be grouped up first. Okay.
Okay. Sorry. Yeah. Go ahead.
Does DeMarcus want to fall back like that, or is that just lag?
Where am I on your screen?
You're behind the group.
Oh, hang on, John. I have to get back into Roll20 again. Sorry, it just collapsed.
No worries. You started to
You guys
robot.
can go on. Just keep going on without me.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, as you guys are making your way up this path slowly, the fish in the koi pond are kind of like swimming between your legs. One is ginormous. That swims right behind you, E. You could grasp at it if you wanted to.
Oh, you know I'm going to, man.
Yeah.
You gonna
And I
grasp
say
at the
quickly,
fish?
Leave it
I
alone.
can't resist. I kind of want to stab it with a sword, and like kebab it. But
Well, do you? Does E do that?
yeah, I'm gonna kebab it with my
All right.
strong.
Make a strong hand attack.
With delicacy, though. That's not gonna do shit.
It swims out of the area of your blade, and you make this big splash, and everybody turns around to see you having made this huge splash in the water with your sword.
Yeah. I say, don't be an asshole.
Do you know me?
And the odd voice says, "Stop playing with my food."
Ooh.
You have good taste.
Thank you. And yet, you don't come to trade. And yet you walk closer to my domain. Do I sense hostility?
We would like to meet you, and while we don't have gold, and she gives DeMarcus another dirty look, we have other things that we could trade. Stories of Amanatur, miracles that he's done in Mostone.
I look at Izzy and I say, we have gold and magic items. I just don't know that it will satisfy.
You gotta mute yourself in roll 20.
Oh yeah, Matt, mute yourself for real 20. You're fine. Okay, so after hearing you say that, it's kind of a confusing thing to say. He goes, "You have weapons to trade, and yet you don't want to trade."
Weapons to trade.
I would like to trade.
Perhaps you follow the wisdom of your cleric. Leave all of your gold in a pile. Don't bother sorting it. I will see to that. Leave any items worth money and enchanted upon the ground, and leave this place, and I will forget your hostilities.
Can I roll an insight check on him?
You can roll an insight check on that. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Oh, character sheet. $17.
Okay. You get the vibe that he means what he's saying. That if you do leave all of your shit on the ground in a pile, and he's talking armor, weapons, whatever, except for rations, all your gold, and leave the woods, he will not harm you.
Yeah. I am suspicious that he is as intimidating as he seems.
What about you, Nordic man? Do you share her suspicion?
I am suspicious. a creature too afraid to come out of the shadows is anything more than bravado.
Yes. Well, I suppose, given your friend's feelings, you have two options. Stand by the Nordic fool leading your party and face the fate he faces. Or leave. Let him stand alone. Part ways with your gold, but keep your life.
I do not ask you to come with me on this.
I will take a step forward next to Yver and kind of look out at the fog and say, "What are you?"
There's no response now.
Well, then we have nothing to fear.
I like that logic. Oh, good, he's gone. Fantastic.
Nailed it.
We win.
We've come this far, Yver. Let us go.
So you guys moving up as a group?
I think so.
Okay. You reach...
Before we move up,
Yeah.
I'm going to turn to Faye. You have been oddly silent. Do you know anything more that we should be aware of here?
I don't understand why you're being so arrogant. This is the only individual who might be able to help us with whatever those abominations were. Which, as concerned as you all are about this axe, it seems you've forgotten that should probably be the actual priority.
Maybe we could offer as a form of trade the service of assisting him getting rid of those abominations if they are the primary concern, and in exchange we get the axe.
Would not mind killing more of those things.
Why do we think they're not with them?
I don't know. We could ask.
It wouldn't hurt to ask.
I think we should. We're good at killing things.
Other than your spiders, are you responsible for the things that live in these woods?
No response.
I have a trade I would like to propose.
No response.
Guys, we're fucked.
Nailed it.
I think we just keep going then. It is too late to
Okay,
turn back.
so hold on before you move any farther on the map.
Okay.
Oh no.
Cool. All of a sudden.
Let's see. Out of the water next to you,
No.
you see some bubbling to your, let's say it's over here. And then a head pokes out. And everybody roll for initiative.
What kind of a head?
The head of...
Monitor himself.
Fuck. A dragon?
Okay, hold on,
sounded
sorry.
like a dragon.
Yeah, make sure you do your turn order.
John, does this count as my wilderness natural world? Do I get the advantage on initiative there?
Yeah, you do.
Okay, cool.
How do you do it in the turn order?
If you select your token and then click the initiative button, it should do it.
I definitely thought this was some stupid ass wizard. That was like Wizard of Ozing us behind a curtain.
I thought it was going to be a spider because it's the green spider.
Once I started thinking of like, why does he want 5,000 gold when he can't spend it? I was like, this is maybe a dragon. But you know, you never think, hey, it's probably a dragon. And also, did the dragon make the spiders then? I don't know.
Let's see. I need to do.
Ian DeMarcus.
And then.
Yeah, I'm trying to do it myself. Oh, I think it finally worked. Okay.
Yeah, I got you. Has everybody got their shit in?
Not me.
Did you do it?
I don't see myself on the turn.
Did you select your icon when you did it? No, you didn't. All right, I will add you.
Oh, my bad.
No, you're fine. We're all still working on this.
It's getting better, though.
Yeah, we are getting a lot more efficient, so I appreciate that. All right, everybody else on there? Sort by descending. Okay, Leeward. I'm going to say for the purposes of this round is essentially a surprise round. So he's just jumping out of the water, hitting you with something, and then he's going to basically move away. But I'll let you attack for your turn. Like I'll let you, because you have like really keen senses. A head pops out of the water.
Yeah.
It's a fucking green dragon. Water is like coming out of his like rolling off of his head. He's massive.
Yeah.
And like his eyes are like flaring and menacing, and he looks very angry. What do you do?
Trying to think of something badass, but nothing comes to mind. So it's blows you want to trade or something like that, and then I will, if I'm able to, use Hunter's Mark just because shit's gonna get real. So let's use the bonus action of Hunter's Mark, and then I'm gonna fire off a couple volleys with my longbow.
Okay, go for it.
So here is attack 1.
Okay.
And then here is attack 2.
Nice.
Oh my god, yeah. So you hit him first for 11, and then you hit him for... Jesus. Wait, I don't think Hunter's Mark doubles, does it? I don't know. We'll just allow it.
Cool.
Minus 23. Yeah, so you hit him hard. Like his head pops up and you like turn and shoot your longbow at him twice, and both arrows go flying into his head. And is that your turn?
Yeah, that'll work.
He turns to your group and casts acid breath.
What?
In a 20-foot cone, each creature must make a 14 Constitution save, or taking 42 damage on a failed save. So
42?
Yeah. Everybody roll Constitution saving throws, but people within 10 feet of DeMarcus, which is everybody.
Guys.
We just wiped the party.
Guys.
Oh, shit.
So Constitution?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, plus 3. That doesn't help me that much.
Yeah, so
Hold on.
Taryn takes 21 damage.
All right.
E takes 42 damage.
Nice.
Jack and Hagar dodges out of the way. Faye. Garrett takes 42 damage.
Cool, I'm out.
Ivar successfully only takes 21 damage. And DeMarcus takes 42 damage. Isolde takes 42 damage.
I am unconscious in the water.
Okay, so that's what I was going for.
Nice.
So let's just do a status thing. Isolde, you are unconscious?
Yep.
Gotta do the statuses. Iver is not. DeMarcus, or sorry, E, what are you at?
2.
Okay. Taryn, are you unconscious?
I have 16 health.
Okay. Vosner, are you unconscious?
Yep.
DeMarcus, are you unconscious?
No, not yet. I'm at 18.
Okay. And actually, the area of effect didn't hit Jack and Hagar, or what's his name? Sorry, Faye. It just hit the group that was all grouped up. He couldn't hit all of the people. So he hits you with that breath, and then he flies out of the air, into the air, and into the dark, into the fog. And on the following turn, the layer action goes, and this happens.
What happens?
So, oops, that was supposed to be a 4. So 3. So. Okay, so he all of a sudden spiders start crawling out of the. Oh fuck! I had one job. Sorry, fam. Hold on. This. That's supposed to play when I shot you with fire breath. Anyways, so now there are spiders crawling everywhere. Isolde is unconscious. Vosner is unconscious. And a lot of you are covered in a breath that's like acidic chlorine. You're kind of like coughing it out. And as you're coughing, you're like coughing up blood. DeMarcus, it is your turn.
Okay. So I'm going to. Oh boy. So is Izzy like underwater right now?
I guess she's like kind of on a stone like platform that's like slightly submerged underwater, but her head is not. You can't tell if her head's underwater.
Oh god. Yeah, I'm gonna just let's see, move over to Izzy then. And...
I'm sorry, could you lower the roll
Yep.
20 music just a smidge? I can't, thank you.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. It was good music.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is that
I'm just
better,
gonna
or is it
move
too
over
quiet?
It's better.
No, I can hear it.
I think we can adjust the volume on our own too, right?
I'm not quite sure.
Like in the settings, we can adjust it.
Maybe.
No way. Okay, I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. That's one thing.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Sorry, I'll run over to Izzy and I'll lay hands on her for 10 HP just to revive her, I guess.
Okay.
And I kind of like I'm gonna help her up, I guess, to her feet for my turn.
Okay. Yeah, so you get over to her and heal her and kind of like get her out of the water, so to speak.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna cast Shield of Faith on myself as a bonus action.
Is that a cantrip? Or wait,
No,
lay on
no.
hands is not a spell,
Yeah,
so
that's
I guess you can
like
you can
an
do them both.
ability of mine. Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll allow it unless I read a rule later that says I shouldn't have. Okay.
And I kind of just, as I'm ending my turn here, I'll say to the group, shall we fight a dragon in an army of spiders now? That's all I got.
Isolde, you just passed out because of basically acidic chlorine being like hurled into your face. You took a deep breath and tried to scream and just like basically went unconscious. DeMarcus is now standing over you. You're conscious again. You have 1 point of exhaustion. It is your turn.
I get to my feet and I notice that Vosner is on the ground next to me. And I'm going to cast Aid at 2nd level. So let me choose. Aid at 2nd level. Myself, Vosner, and DeMarcus. And we all get 5 HP, and our maximum HP goes up by 5 as well. Let me post it to the thing.
Okay, so it essentially gives everybody a max HP bonus of 5, and it heals that amount.
Yep.
Okay.
Did that pop up or no?
I didn't see anything. Sometimes it takes a bit for like the bigger things to pop, but
Okay. Oh, cast at what level? Duh.
there you go.
Okay. So I'm
you
at
have 5 health, and your maximum HP is 5 more than it was before.
Okay, is that Izzy's turn?
I guess I still have a move.
Wait. Why did DeMarcus go before? Oh, I must have fucked it up when I did the sort. That's fine. I'll redo it. There we go.
I will just move here, I guess, to not be almost in the water anymore.
Okay. Vosner, you're up.
my turn.
Oh yeah, you're no longer unconscious. You have 1 point of exhaustion.
1 point of exhaustion. Great. What's a bonus action?
Out of curiosity, do you guys still have healing potions from the guild?
Yeah.
Yes, I am stocked.
Good.
I have.
Yeah.
I have just 2 potions.
Okay.
All right.
Is it an action or a bonus action to use a potion?
Action.
And I already did an action. Okay. Yep, that's it then.
Well, I will. I guess I'll cast Cure Wounds on myself at 2nd level.
Okay.
What's my spellcasting modifier? Which is 6. (2d8 plus 6). I don't have it written out in my thing. So 2d8 plus 6 is 15. So I'm at 20 health now. And then I turn into a tiger or a panther. And I'll come up here.
Okay. So we will increase your size so that you're a panther. Yeah, you're a tiger, like a giant, basically. A large creature.
I am a large panther with a
Sweet.
stat block of a tiger.
Okay. There.
Okay. So the challenge here is that I can see everything, so I'm not sure what I'm supposed to be able to see.
You're supposed to be able to see within 60 feet of you.
60 feet.
So to here.
Okay.
There are 4 creatures visible.
For the 4 spiders. Okay.
Yep. Don't tell us there's more than that, Tim. It's just 4 spiders.
4 spiders.
You guys can see. You guys can't see the 30 spiders. No, you're fine. We're
You can't see the
all
giant.
fine.
It's gonna be okay.
I really needed to hear that too. Thank you.
Right.
Say it again.
Say it like you mean it.
Yeah, sure. Right, so Iver is going to move up. And is going to... Why is my thing not loading? Hang on, I'm lagging like crazy.
Guys, this is so intense.
So while Tim is lagging, my connection was like blown up as we were kind of like approaching this situation, so I didn't really hear anything that went on.
We're fine.
What got us to this point?
Hubris.
Iver
Yeah,
kind
okay,
of
good.
pissed everyone off.
Okay.
We were only suspicious, not ever quite clear that it was a dragon that we were going to have to face. So we stumbled upon the green
makes a lot of
spider
sense
who's
now.
a
Okay.
dragon.
A dissonant whisper, the big spider there.
Okay. What's the roll for that?
That is a wisdom 14 saving throw.
He fails.
All right, then he takes 4d6 damage.
And he runs away, like as a reaction, right?
As far as he can go.
Yep. That's as far as I can get him. Is that your turn?
I'm going to...
He runs away on his next turn, though, right?
It said as a reaction.
Oh.
Is what?
I think it does a reaction. Let me double check here.
That's what you said last time, so I was just remembering that.
Yeah, must immediately use its reaction if available to move as far.
Whoa.
Oh, cool.
I'm going to rage.
Oh, classic.
Classic bard.
All right.
Classic.
Karen, you're up.
Gonna move to here. So I can see one spider. Actually, let me take one more step. Am I supposed to be able to see the head of the dragon?
Yeah, he's flying in the air, but you can catch. I guess he's facing the other way now. You can catch the tail of him kind of in the fog in the air.
All right, well, and I can see a couple spiders. So I'm going to twin a chromatic orb and launch it at him and this spider.
Okay.
So
Ballsy.
shooting at the dragon. 20.
So it's just an attack roll?
Yeah, it's a spell attack.
Okay, let me make sure. Yeah, that hits.
All right, and that should be 3d8.
Oh, Diddles. Oh.
Yeah, 3d8 damage, so 13 cold damage.
Okay.
And then
So the spider and the big guy?
to the big guy. They're separate attack rolls. And then 22 for the spider, which I'm assuming hits.
Yeah.
Or 7.
Okay. The little spider is not dead, and the dragon is not dead.
What? That didn't kill the dragon?
It didn't.
What?
Sure.
I
That's
know.
some bullshit.
Crazy.
All right, is that your turn then?
Yeah, that is my turn.
Okay. Fayabellus.
I'm able to move before I attack, right?
Yeah, you can move, attack, move again. You can do all that.
Okay. So I move up right here by Taran. So I step behind Taran and I stab him with my dagger of venom.
What?
And I have sneak attack, which I don't know if I could use that here. I don't think I.
So basically, I was looking up the rules on stabbing people in the back. You can play it so that if you're like directly behind somebody, they can't see you, and therefore you have advantage, which gives rogues sneak attack damage. But let's just say you have advantage, but let's not give you sneak attack damage because that's probably too
OP.
OP. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So I will stab him.
Dude, I knew it.
Sorry, I clicked it twice.
No, that's fine. So the first one hits. I'm guessing. I don't know. Taryn, what's your AC?
15, I think. Let me double check. Yeah, 15. So.
Okay, so Taryn, you take
1d4 plus 3.
Yeah, let me check to see if the dagger has a saving throw on the poison. Then.
It does. It's a DC of 15 Constitution.
Okay.
Otherwise, you take 2d10 poison damage and become poisoned.
Am I close enough?
You're not close enough to Demarcus.
All right, I will turn that off then.
And I don't think you're blessed, are you?
No.
Okay.
So it's just like a straight.
Whew.
Okay.
Oh.
So you just take the 6 damage.
So I take 6 stabbing damage.
Uh-huh.
It hurt me emotionally more than physically.
Oh my god.
And then as a bonus action, I can dash.
Yeah.
So
do I get an attack of opportunity if he moves?
Yes. No, we can say you get an attack of opportunity as he runs away. But it's like with your staff or whatever.
So I'm going to dash like as far as I can, which is like 60 feet.
I think you can only dash 30 feet. I think it's only your movement.
All right. That's fine as well. I'll just dash 30 feet away.
Okay.
All right. So
roll an attack with your staff, Taryn.
Oh, it's not entered into here, so I'll just do with the dagger.
Okay.
I assume 9 doesn't hit, so.
No, it doesn't. His breaks is not his AC.
All right.
Okay, so that's Feabelis' turn.
Where did you run?
I am running back this way.
Yep. And if you want to say something on your turn, you can if you want. I don't know.
I don't at this point.
Okay. The giant spider is going, and he is going to move 30 feet. And then he's going to shoot web at Iver. Or I guess maybe at Bosner. So it's a web attack.
12.
Oh, critically failed. So it shoots a glob of web, a giant loogie of web at Bosner, but it just like falls short.
I don't know. On a critical fail, it sounds like maybe it should shoot and hit the dragon, and the dragon gets tangled and falls to the ground. And
I'm hearing you. I'm hearing you. Yeah. So this is a wolf spider. This wolf spider. Oop, not on top of you. Jesus, that was kind of even more intense. Wait, was that able to get there? Nope, it's there. Yeah, so these ones run straight at Iver and attack. Wolf spider bite. Go.
You guys,
Damn.
you know you can do that ruler thing where it's hidden from other people?
I didn't. How do you do that?
I did know that.
If you go onto the ruler bit, there's a bit at the bottom that says hide from others.
Okay. So, oh man, it finally loaded the last two. Anyways, I'm guessing all of those miss because your AC is 15.
That's correct.
So the spiders are all jumping at you, and you're just kind of like deflecting them with your shield.
Yeah.
Leeward, you are up.
Sorry. So I assume I saw Terran get stabbed, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So I knew this guy was no good, and so I'm gonna take first and second attack to our boy Faye down here with my longbow.
Okay.
So let's just do that.
12 does not hit.
Okay.
Oh, it's not Hunter's Mark anyway, because the big guys.
Oh, I'm sorry. Let me correct that.
That's
Not that
fine.
it matters.
Yeah, I can just ignore it.
Okay, and then here again because I'm angry. That's better.
Yeah. So you hit him in the back as he's running away for 6 damage.
Good. Sorry, Leif, but fuck that guy.
I don't think Leif takes it personally.
He could.
He knew what
Who
he
knows?
was doing.
Yeah.
Honestly, I thought we were all friends here.
Just shoot him in the back like that? I mean, what kind of person are you?
Like
Have
a
the
rogue or
decency to stab them.
Dude, there's a dragon over there.
Yeah.
Wait, can you even see the dragon?
No.
I'm probably the only one who can.
Maybe his acolyte can.
Okay. So, on his turn, Jakoba, you hear him like make this deep inhale and like turn around and start flying towards your group again. And he is aiming for there, and he's like flying through the air, so that's why he's kind of over top of that spider. And he's going to do another cone attack.
What? Oh, God.
I don't know why it's not showing the animation. Does it work for
is,
you guys?
yeah.
No, on my screen it's not showing it. Okay, he's making another breath attack.
How many of these does he have?
As many as recharge if he's lucky. So, Iver, make a Constitution saving throw. Vosner as well. E and Isolde.
We have the aura.
No, DeMarcus is not close to you guys. You moved up.
Okay.
Oh, sorry.
I'll
There'll
just
only
take
be
the
one.
first one. There can only be one.
Take the
so
second one.
The first one succeeds anyways. It's a DC 14. Wow, all of you succeed. So
I think I slowed it down.
Oh, Garrett doesn't succeed.
Right.
Critically fails. Garrett, you take 42 damage. Everybody else, the other 3 people take 21 damage.
Yep, I'm still down.
Yeah, me too now.
I just turned back into a druid.
And
how much do I take? 21?
Yep. And he says, like in a long drawn out, "Who's the coward?"
Oh, God.
And
Oh, still you.
still you. Got you good. And he's going to like land. Oops, I didn't mean to do that again. Here.
No.
And he is going to do a wing attack.
I can't see anything. Hold on. No. You got to turn me back into regular druid form.
What do you mean?
So I was wild shape, and then my hit points went back to.
So. Did you? How much damage? How much hit points did you have as a tiger?
Oh God, I had.
Because the math is any of the damage that goes over the amount carries over into your life pool and affects that. So if you only had 5 HP, or no, you cured
30.
wounds yourself.
Yeah, 37 HP as a tiger.
Okay, so you only lost 5 damage. So whatever your total was before you shapeshifted, subtract
All right.
5 from that.
All right, so I'm at 25.
And then he does this wing attack on everybody within 10 feet, which is, I guess, just the 2 of you up front. So make a dexterity saving throw. Iver and Bosner.
While they're doing that, just so we're aware, I'm out of HP and am unconscious.
Yep. Me too. Plus, I'm about to have 2 points of exhaustion.
Wait, pretty much.
Or die, you know.
Yeah, who knows?
One of those things.
Do you think there's still a chance of negotiation with this dragon?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Good.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, we got to get out of here. But I was like, I don't even think that's possible.
And Marcus is like, no, we gotta kill it for justice.
Okay, so
That's where he's at now, yeah.
Iver and Garrett are both knocked prone and take 13 bludgeoning damage. And so that's halved for you, Iver. Because of rage.
Nice. So 13, so I'm at, what, 17 now?
Mm-hmm. And then it flies half of its speed, which is 40 feet. This way. Or wait, hold on. Maybe it's only 60 feet. Nope, 40 feet. Okay, so yeah, he basically flew in, breathed on you, hit you with this giant wave of its wings, and then took to the skies and flew off into the mist again. And on the layer, it would do its action, but it has not recharged yet. So DeMarcus, you are up.
Oh boy, super disappointing. I was hoping he was going to stay there and somebody could get an attack on him.
How cowards work.
What is there? What's that?
I said that's not how cowards work.
Did you say that in game?
Does that sound like Iver's voice?
No. I was just
kidding. I did. I was like, what?
What?
Can I move up this far? Is that even possible?
Yeah, that's possible. That seems like an amount you can move. You are walking past the unconscious corpse of Isolde and and your friend E while you're doing that.
Yep. You know, we're all kind of dying, John. I don't know if you saw that.
Welcome to my life.
Yeah. I was kind of just seeing that the distance was enough. I mean, I can bring them back, but Jesus.
Just
so Iver is prone right now?
Yes.
Zelda's unconscious?
Yep.
Yep. Sure is.
Cool.
Yeah, because I mean, you know, last time I brought people back, and this time around there are more people needing brought back. So
as a paladin, you can bring back 2 people around, for the record. I mean, because you lay on hands and the spell.
Yeah, but that's the Wait, what was the second spell you said?
Any spell that heals.
Yeah, okay.
Leon,
yeah, I mean, shit. Sorry, this is all garbage fire, John. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna bring both of them back because there's just nothing else to do here. Yeah, so I'll lay hands on Izzy for 10, and I'll cast. I think. Does a lesser restoration bring people back?
No. Cure wounds or healing word or something like that.
Yeah, healing word isn't even on my list. So I'll do a cure wounds on Leor.
Okay. So how much do you pump into the lay on hands?
10 for Izzy.
Okay. Izzy is no longer
And
unconscious.
then the cure wounds is going to do. Oh, sorry. I was looking at the wrong thing. Yeah. So for cure wounds, it's just a 1d8 plus spellcasting modifiers. So
Yep.
it's going to be.
Next time we'll throw it in your character sheet so you can just click a
It's
button.
going to be 9. Yeah, sorry.
That's fine. So
It'll be 9 total.
I'll take 9.
You take 9, and you are no longer unconscious. Is there anything else you want to do on your turn, Marcus?
Yeah, I'm going to move up to this spider over
here. You can't. You can make it to here.
Okay. Oh shit. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Isolde, your turn.
So E is back up, but at 9.
Yeah.
Is anyone else like dying?
I
Me.
have,
Garrett, you are?
I have 20 health.
Is that more than half of your health?
Let's see, I have 38 total health, so yeah, I guess.
Yeah, then what I was planning would not help you. Alright, I am going to... hang on. Equipment, whatever. I am going to... cast... I guess... Oh, I have my spell scrolls. I'm gonna use, I'm gonna cast Spirit Guardians at 3rd level.
Okay.
So, I'll click it so you can see the whole thing. Spirit Guardian. Where are you? Oh, sorry. I guess it didn't give you the card for it. Essentially, there's a bunch of ghosts surrounding me for the 15-foot radius. Anything that comes into that circle is going to take 3d8 radiant damage. Or anything that starts its turn in that circle is going to take 3d8 damage. Yep.
Okay.
And then I am going to... Can I, as a bonus action, hand something to E?
Yeah.
I'm going to hand him a healing potion.
Nice.
Yep, and I'm going to just step here.
So you're at 2 points of exhaustion, so your movement is halved.
Yeah.
E, are you... Is that the second time you've gone down? Or no?
No, that was the first.
Yeah, so my speed's halved. I'm only going to move 5 feet up. Well, maybe I should move here so we're not all clumped together.
Yep.
Matters. There. That's it. That's my turn.
Osner, you're up.
Okay, cool. Well, that sucks. I already burned a so why? I will. Don't know what to do. I will cast. Something down. Last for the duration. So
If I were to cast like something like Wind Wall, would that block a breath attack weapon?
How big is the wall?
Um,
Can you form an entire circle around you, or?
No. Cast the wall up to 50 feet long and 15 feet high, so I guess it's in a straight line. So, yeah, I guess it wouldn't work since the dragon is flying. All right, well, never mind. I'm not going to do that then.
Garrett, you've wild shaped into a dog.
I have. This is my dog form.
All right, you're like a 0 CR creature dog. You have
Right.
4 hit points.
And I know that dragons love dogs.
Very high charisma.
They love dogs in a certain sense, for sure.
Right. They would bring no harm upon dogs because that is the type of love that they show. So I guess I'll cast. As a bonus action, I suppose. Healing word. Who needs more health?
I'm at 10.
You're at what?
10 health.
What? Oh,
All right.
I don't know that.
Cast healing word. 1d4 plus 1d4 plus 6. It looks like. All right, dog. You are very much in the way.
Your spellcasting ability modifier is only 4 here.
Is it only 4?
Gert, what are you doing?
I'm casting healing word on
Okay.
turn.
Okay, so you cast healing word. You heal him
Casting
first.
healing word plus 7 hit points.
Okay, so he's restored 7 hit points. Is that your turn?
And then I'm going to move over here, essentially.
If you move, well, it depends on where you move, but you might provoke an attack of opportunity from that spider.
From that spider? Which spider?
From the spider that's right here. That's next to you.
I was going to move behind of there and go up on the other side and sort of spread out.
The spider would get an attack of opportunity on you, just so you know. You can move, I'm just saying he would.
Right. I guess I'll attack that spider then.
Okay. Roll an attack.
Roll an attack with my staff, I guess. Oh, shit. Alright. Resigned to die.
Thanks. Go downstairs.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we're rolling 0 plus that can't be right. I don't know what that part is, but rolling 1d8 I guess makes sense. An 11 on a wolf spider does not hit. So you swing and miss.
Cool. Alright, well that's all I got.
There, you're up.
Okay. So I'm going to attack the spider here.
Okay.
17 to hit. Oh, sorry, it's still got...
That's fine. I just take the leftmost one if you don't have advantage.
Okay.
Sometimes people just leave advantage on the whole time just for the sake of not having to bother with shit. So
Yeah.
it's totally fine.
So it's actually 9 damage.
Oh, because of rage?
Because of rage. Yeah.
Doesn't rage only add +2, or am I wrong?
That's +3.
Oh, I have that. Maybe that's just a
Oh,
level
no,
thing.
you're right. I'm sorry, +2.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so 8 damage to the little spider.
Yeah.
Is it the one to your left or the one above you?
To the left.
Okay.
And then with the bonus action, I'm going to shove the spider with my shield. So That's going to be advantage strength. Advantage athletics.
Same spider?
Yeah.
Okay. Athletics is just going to be strength against you. He fails critically for the second time in a row.
All right, so he's prone. And then I'm going to yell, Wrong. Take me and leave the rest of them.
And you hear, tempting. Karen, you're up.
I am hurt and betrayed. So I'm going to throw a second level chromatic orb at Faye, who's running away.
Sure. Ooh, it hits.
48. 18.
Okay, Faye, you take 18 damage. Are you still alive?
I am not.
Okay. Good. So he goes unconscious. It's his turn. Make a death saving throw. So roll a d20 if it's under, or if it's 10 or lower, you fail. No, it's 1 through 9, you fail.
Yeah.
So roll a d20. Yep. So you fail 1 to save.
That's
1 saving throw.
That sounds about right.
Yeah, fair enough. Giant spider's up. He's going to run up to DeMarcus here and bite. Does a 12 hit? No. So that's his turn. I just know your AC at this point.
He takes 16 damage, John.
No, it's an attack 12.
No. The spider takes 16 damage for getting within 15 feet of me.
Oh, sweet.
Nice.
So, question: is it that they take 16 damage at the start of their turn, so they can't he couldn't even attack?
First of all, any of the creatures that I've chosen to affect, their speed is halved in the area, and when the creature enters the area for the first time on their turn, or starts its turn there, it has to make a wisdom saving throw, and on a failed save, it takes the 3d8 radiant damage.
Oh, so I should have rolled a wisdom saving throw for that guy?
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay. He fails. So basically he runs charging at DeMarcus, and as soon as he gets like within 5 feet of you, what do the spirits look like?
They look like they kind of look like ghosts of Iver.
Okay, so like Iver looking ghosts like come out of the mist that's already kind of around here and like strike the spider dead. The wolf spiders are up, and this one has to make a saving throw. If they fail it, do they take half damage, or is it?
If they succeed, they take half damage.
That's what I mean. Yeah. So even though it succeeds, it takes enough damage to die. This one will too,
nice.
And this other one. Fuck! I gotta add it to the turn order because I deleted it. Motherfucker. That's fine. Anyways, it'll do 1 attack because it's not in the aura on Iver. Yep. So make a DC 11 Constitution saving throw.
Do I bless?
I don't think so. And you are within 10 feet of DeMarcus, though.
No one is blessed. My spirit guardians are concentration.
Yeah, aura is what I meant, but
yeah. You have the aura.
Okay.
You have the aura, man.
Oh, I know.
So we'll take the first one. You succeed. So you take half the damage, which is 9. So it's like 5. So 3 piercing, cut in half. So we'll just say 1. We'll just say you take 6 damage total.
That's with halved for rage.
Yeah. Because both of them are halved, and normally that add up to 12.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Let's cut down the.
Ooh, I'm the bloody boy.
Leeward, you are up. For the record, you just watched Taryn kill the guy you guys were shooting at, Faye,
Yeah.
who betrayed you. Izzy is like lowish health, covered in blood, exhausted. DeMarcus is also not doing super great. Iver is almost dead and just said the rest of you like basically tried to plead with the dragon. And it is your turn.
Yeah. I think if that dragon makes another visit, one more shot of that breath is going to be the end of all of us. So I'm going to start. I guess I'll say, let's get out of here or run or something like that. And I'll start to run on the way out, towards the way out.
Okay.
Nothing. Well, I guess this spider up here is still alive.
Yeah, it just attacked Iver.
As I say, let's get out of here, I'm going to fire off one shot of my longbow at that spider and probably miss.
That does miss.
Bummer.
You can do both attacks and still move.
Oh, can I? Well, let's do that.
Okay. Yeah. And it is a beast, so it is a favorite enemy. So I'll just add that 2 damage, whatever, because you didn't have that on there. And yeah, you kill the last spider.
Excellent. A ceremony to retreat, I think, and every fiber of my being wants to exploit my head-collecting tendencies with our new friend Faye, but that might be too barbaric.
So do you run down the path?
Yeah, I get as far as I can. 30 feet? Yeah, I go to here, which is 30 feet, and the thought crosses my mind of chopping his head off, but I don't know whether I'll do that yet.
Oh boy.
DeMarcus might think less of me if I do that.
So it is the green spider's turn. Or wait, that's the wrong guys. Sorry.
Thank God.
Okay, so he's going to fly in to here. He's going to do a claw attack on... Jesus, sorry, all my shit's all messed up. He's going to do a bite attack on Iver. Where is it? Okay, whatever. I'll just find it in the spell sheet. So he's going to bite Iver. It's an 11. Does that hit?
Nope.
He's going to claw Iver. 22 hit.
Oh, yeah.
He's going to claw Iver again. 19 hit.
Yes.
You take a total of 11 damage.
Okay, and that's the halved? Already?
Yeah, I mean, I have... So you took 11 and 11, so halving that is just 111. And then he's going to use his wing attack again and retreat 40 feet.
Did he make a wisdom saving throw?
Oh, no, he did not. Let me do that.
Good call.
Wise.
He decides not to fail that.
Fuck. Dragons. God damn legendary actions.
And on his wing attack, he also retreats. So how much... so everybody in the area, so that would be basically you 4 up front, make a dexterity saving throw.
Wait, who?
All 4 of you up front.
Including me, I assume.
Yeah, because he was right. He was
We
within
close
10
enough
feet
to
of you.
DeMarcus or no?
You guys are all close enough to DeMarcus to add to the dexterity saving throw. So, Iver, you take...
None, actually.
Yeah,
'cause I'm
looks like
Ah,
none.
come on.
faster.
Yep. And then Garrett takes 13 and is knocked prone.
And unconscious.
DeMarcus takes 13 and is knocked prone. Izzy takes 13 and is knocked prone.
I'm unconscious again.
Who else? That's all 4 of you. Okay. So
You said 13, John?
Yep.
Okay.
So unconscious again. Unconscious again. And that's his turn. The lair is going to summon the spiders. So, oops, that's the wrong thing. Monsters. Oh, there it is. And then 1d4. Two.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. And that's the lair's turn, and now it is DeMarcus's turn.
Okay. Let's see. So I'm
Get them
first
on your
going
feet.
to. I'm prone, right, John?
Yes.
Oh.
What do I do about that?
You use half your movement to stand up.
Okay. I stand up.
So now you have
And-
15 movement left, I'm guessing.
Okay. So I'm gonna move here then, and as I kind of run by Vosner there, I kind of like run to the right and then down. So as I run by Vosner, I touch him with lay on hands for 10.
Okay.
Okay, nice.
What's
So
your
that's
lay
all.
on hands pool at now?
35, and now it's at 5 now.
Okay.
I've used 30.
And then- Yep.
All right, so I'm back up again, I guess.
And then I'm going to cast Cure Wounds again on Izzy. Izzy, that will be 8.
8?
Yep.
Thank you.
And that is about as far as I can move, I guess. And I guess we're splitting, so I just scream like run to everyone as I run by you and heal you. And I kind of just look at Yver as I go by him. Thankfully, I guess, for now. That's it.
Okay. So we're... Oh, that's as far as you end up. I guess that's your movement.
Yeah, I can't move any further, I think.
Okay.
Right?
Isolde, you are, for the 3rd turn in a row, coming out of unconsciousness to start your round. You are at exhaustion level 3.
Yeah.
So you have disadvantage on attacks and saving throws.
Yeah. So first things first, I'm gonna cast.
Oh yeah, your concentration's gone, I guess, for the spirit guardians.
Yep. Yeah. I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds on myself.
Okay.
At level 2. Maybe if it'll let me. $22.
Nice.
Of course, I.
Wait,
wrote-
level 2 does 2d. Oh, I get it.
It's all
Plus
my
2 plus 2
bonuses.
is. Yeah. No, I was like, that looked like 8 rolls to me, but never mind, I get it.
Yeah. Can I see the dragon? I guess not.
No, you can't. He's moved in and out of the fog.
I'm just going to say, please let them live. If it's misery you're after, I promise you we are miserable people alive. I'll give you whatever it is that you want. Just let them leave, please. And I can't move very far. I only have 15 feet of movement, so I will just move to here.
Okay.
Why every time?
Okay.
Do I still have a bonus action?
Yes, but you did cast a spell, so it'd have to be a
Yeah.
cantrip if you're casting anything.
Never mind.
Okay. Bosner, you're up. You are prone. And wait, are you still unconscious? No, he healed you.
Yeah, I've been healed. Let's see. I will. What do I want to do? I'll wild shape back into a panther.
Okay.
And then stand up.
Sweet. So you like turn into a cat on the ground and then like stand up.
Right, and then come over. What is it? Is that 5 feet? Or it's hard to gauge distance. So that's 10.
Well, use the ruler. I don't know what you're trying to
20?
do. Okay. That was 15, I think. 1, 2, 3. No, I guess that was 20. Yeah. So
Yeah.
you're just running that way.
Yeah, I'm trying to spread out and
Gotcha.
move away.
There, you're up.
All right. Let's see, where's 30 feet? 30 feet is right. Okay. There, I think.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Fucking knew
Right.
it. I fucking knew it.
So as Yver walks forward, he actually throws his axe down on one side and his shield down on the other, and pulls his lyre, his bowed lyre thing out. And as he's walking forward, he says, "You seek knowledge, dragon? I have some for you. This is what courage looks like." And then he casts, which probably isn't going to work. Excuse me, it's probably not going to work because of the dragon's wisdom, but I'm going to give it a shot. Gonna try Dissonant Whisper at 4th level. Wisdom 14 saving throw.
You have 4th level spells as a level 4 bard?
Sorry, 2nd level. I was looking at the 4d6.
It's like, holy shit.
Yeah.
This guy.
Yep.
Yeah, go for it.
Also an immortal and...
Wait, what?
Yeah.
I just look at your character sheet. You have 50 strength. I'm like, what the? It's in the game. I'll allow it.
Yeah.
I have to. So, wisdom saving throw?
Yeah. I'm sure that he'll make
18.
It. Even if he doesn't, he'll... All right, well, I just play a badass song then about, the courage of my people. And that's it.
All right. Taryn.
I can't see any enemies or anything, so
You did see Iver run into the fog, essentially.
I hesitate for a moment.
But you also see the rest of your group saying, let's get out of here, and running down the path. So you do see all of
And then I
them.
follow the rest of the group.
Okay.
30 puts me here. And then I hold a ray of frost for if the dragon comes into my line of sight.
Okay. Sweet. Fayabilis, make another roll. Death save. They might change their mind, resurrect you. Who knows? We'll see. Oh, another failure. Gonna put you at a -2.
Yep. Don't count on it.
I mean, if E kicks you before he runs, then it's all over.
Just bloop into the water.
Just roll him slowly into the waves.
Yeah.
Leord, you're up.
But guys,
We don't fuck around.
All right. E, you're up.
Yeah, sorry, my mic was giving me issues. So we're bailing. That's the consensus.
Seems to be.
Everyone except for Avard.
I don't see you
The
anywhere.
other guy that made the first move, screen and run.
You guys were standing on each other. I fixed it.
Okay. Do I want to cut his head off? Probably not.
You could just stab him on your way out. It's like a roll of advantage. He's unconscious.
You know what? I knew this guy was no good from like as soon as he was in the web. I was like, "Fuck, he's gonna betray us." This guy. And so, in a particular act of savagery, I think I want to try to collect his head. If there's a roll for that.
Yeah, go for it. Just roll, and if you hit high enough, I'll say you get his head.
Nice.
Yeah. You decapitate him, and you can pick up his head if you'd like.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab it by the hair and give it a cowlick as I can walk out with it like a jack-o'-lantern on Halloween.
Sick, like literally sick.
Yeah, well, that's what you get for betraying us, and that's like 50 gold coins for this head. And then I'll make my way to the exit of 30 good feet, which is roughly, if I can move with my mouse.
Yep,
right up there.
Got it. Okay. It is Green Spider's turn. 3, which does what? Restores that. Okay. So, the dragon is going to come straight for Iver. All the lights just turned off in my game. Anyways. Dragon's going to come straight for Iver. He's going to do his attacks again. What the fuck happened?
I don't think there's any getting. I don't think there's any surviving this round for Iver.
Yeah, he's gonna bite you.
Yeah.
And that's a miss. He's going to he's gonna do his wing attack on you. So roll a DC 19 saving throw again.
What?
A DC 19 dexterity saving throw. So it's a thing you always have advantage on.
Yeah, but no aura.
No aura.
Ooh.
So he knocks you prone. So he basically like comes in and tries to snap at you, and then like with his huge wings hits you with a gust of air, and it drops you to your feet. And then he's gonna claw at you now that you're prone with advantage. 17 hit, and then a 23. So he hits you for 15 and 10. Because you cast Dissonant Whisper, that would have gotten rid of your rage.
That's right. It doesn't matter anyway. I'm at 4 now.
Oh, well, there you go. So the first hit knocks you unconscious. Wait, did the wing attack knock you unconscious?
What damage did it do?
10.
All was that it went prone.
10 damage.
Then yes, it did.
So the wing attack hits you prone, and then and knocks you unconscious, and then he just rips into you and tears your body apart. 2 failed death saves in a row, or I guess 4 death saves in a row failed.
Yeah, I think that's going to do it.
And Ivar is ripped to shreds, and Jakoba says, "So much for cowards." And he is going to stay right there. And, oh yeah, I forgot. Move the spiders. That they're kind of crawling after you, but they're kind of holding their position. DeMarcus, it is your turn.
I will run away. Let's see, what would 30... Yeah. And as as I'm at the sort of end of that, and I'm trying to get out, I will, as I'm kind of running, I'm going to cast Locate Object.
Okay.
And so I don't know, I can only make it work where I can find a particular kind of object.
Is this something you can cast in one action?
Yes, I think so. Let me double check here.
Because it might be a ritual, would be my thought. Because it's a kind of a weird spell, but you're cool.
Let me double check here. Yeah, it's one action, yeah.
Okay, go for it.
Ritual spells are do for 10 minutes instead of using a spell slot. So it can be like both one action or a ritual.
But aren't there some spells that always take 10 minutes to do?
Yes.
It just depends on the spell.
Yeah, there are. This one's one, though. I'm looking at it.
Okay.
It's one action, I mean.
Go for it.
So I don't know the Ivar's axe well enough to pinpoint it specifically, but I can, alternatively, the spell can locate the nearest object of a particular kind, such as a certain kind of apparel, jewelry, furniture, tool, or weapon. So I'm just going to try to find the nearest great axe within 1,000 feet.
Does Iver have a great axe?
I think he may. I can't remember. What kind of weapon do you have?
Sorry. Oh, sorry.
Did Iver have a great axe?
It was, yeah.
Okay. So
For some reason I thought he had a hammer. Okay. Oh well.
So you would have just detected his, and just to give you some flavor, just to make it worth your time, I will say that you are able to, just through description from the Norse people, pinpoint that yes, the axe is here, and yes, it is to the north of you. It is where you're running away from.
Okay. Yeah, I just wanted like on the way out, I just wanted some kind of information about it.
Sure, yeah.
Okay, thanks.
Some confirmation of that. Isolde, it's your turn.
Who is still really injured?
You are.
No, I'm okay.
Me, technically.
How much health do you have?
Well, right now I'm at full tiger health. Or panther health.
Oh, well, fuck you.
So
Who's hurt? Is
I'm
Taryn
at
hurt?
10.
I'm at 17, but my total's 37. So like,
You're at 10, DeMarcus?
Yeah.
I'm at 9, but I'm a distance away.
Okay. I have something for this. First I'll move 15 feet, which is as far as I can move. And I will use my Preserve Life ability to any creatures within 30 feet. I can restore health from a pool of 25. So we'll say 10 to DeMarcus, 10 to, wait, are you within 30 feet of me, E? Yeah, 10 to E and 5 to Taryn.
Okay.
That was 10 HP?
Yep.
Nice.
All right.
It's my last ditch effort.
You're up.
Well, I guess I'll just move here. As far as I can go.
Wait, you're half movement because of...
Yeah.
Okay.
20 feet.
Oof.
Wait, but can't you dash another 20 feet? If that's all you're doing for your turn?
I guess so.
Yeah. Get you about here if you want to just run down the path.
Yeah.
Okay. Iver is dead. Taryn, you're up.
I'm just gonna move 30 more feet. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 30, and then keep my Ray of Frost prepared.
Okay.
That's, yeah.
Abellis is dead. Leeward, you are up. Whoa. All right. Fire breathing Dylan.
Hey, I'll take it.
Did you, how many death saves, or sorry, how many times were you unconscious?
Just one.
Okay. So just, so your movement speed is not hampered.
My movement speed is not hampered?
No, not unless you've gone down twice.
Negative. Well, if we're just in full retreat, I will continue to full retreat and go my allotted 30, which I believe puts me about here.
Okay.
Plus
Not much
another-
else to do.
Plus another 30 if you're dashing.
I wouldn't want to get too far ahead.
Yeah, I don't want to get too far ahead.
Oh, okay. I see.
But that's good to know. I didn't know that, so.
Yeah. Then if you're not doing anything else, do you have any healing potions or anything to take?
I do. I have just one, so.
It's up to you. Just, you've got a movement action, a regular action, and a bonus action, so.
Yeah, I've been sitting on it for a while, so I guess, does anyone else need? Well, I can't give it to anybody. I'm too far away.
So
Is it 1d8?
2d4 plus 2, right?
2d4 plus 2. I'm going to use one and get very little.
Wow. So you get 5.
I'll take it. Oakley dokley. That's all I got.
Okay. It's Jakoba's turn. And he says, "Who's the cowards now? Leave your gold on exiting." And you don't know where he is.
Drop the purse, Taryn. We'll get more.
On the layer's turn, some spiders are going to be kind of like crawling after you. The ray of frost was for the big guy, right, Taryn?
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure.
Is this all an elaborate ploy to make sure they couldn't afford a ballista?
Tim, please keep those kinds of questions to private messages. And stop outing me. DeMarcus, you are up.
Okay, so Izzy is totally fucked up because she's so exhausted. I'm going to, let's see. I don't think I have any gold on me, do I?
I think like it's.
If I do,
you guys
I drop all
can
of it.
collectively just say if you do decide to get rid of your gold, you can just collectively say whatever the group has, you just drop.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
And the idea is that Taryn's carrying most of it, but you each have like your own money in case you got separated. But
Yeah.
it comes out of that big fund.
Yeah.
We got lots of
Whatever
it back
I
there.
have, I drop it if I can. And so I'm gonna, because Izzy, you can only go 15 a turn.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm going my full turn, I can go 30, but that's it.
Okay. John, if I help her, does that meaningfully do anything? Like if I run up to her and I just kind of like put my arm around her and can I make her go further each turn, even though it would slow me down?
We'll say, yeah, if you like sort of
like it would be my
carry her-
action. I guess,
Yeah,
right?
we'll just say like you use your action to aid her in movement so that on her turn, the both of
Yeah.
you can move 30 feet, let's say. Or,
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, that'll make sense.
Or like a total of 60 if we
Okay.
go the whole thing.
No, just a total of 30.
Oh, well,
Because
that's
you're
that's how
Yeah,
far I
that's
could go
still-
before.
wow.
Oh, because of dash. Okay, yeah, we'll say that,
Go like a
You
total of
can-
45?
yeah, I'll say you can both move a total of 45. Okay, so it is
Okay,
Izzy's turn next, so we can just put the both of you forward
Sure.
45. Yeah. So like there. Okay.
Perfect.
Fosner.
Can I
Or
take-
sorry,
take
unless
a bonus
you
action or
dashed,
anything?
right? Both of you, so
What?
basically.
Okay, yeah.
All right. How far am I away? I am 35 feet away. I can't. So my movement is halved. I'm just gonna slowly bring up the rear of the group, but continue to face the spiders. If they get it within 20 feet of me, I'll pounce one.
Okay. There's gone. Taryn.
I'll just move 30 more. And I'll drop our purse into the...
Okay, just into the water.
Yeah.
Just your giant coin purse into the...
Oh, no, I'll hold it for... until I get out of the water, I guess.
No, I mean, it's fine either way. It doesn't... You know dragons can swim. He approached you from the water, so...
Oh, that's true. Okay, yeah, I just dropped the purse and run a little bit.
Yeah, it's like how much money?
We were probably carrying like 200 or so, and then picked up an additional 300 from the village.
Pretty sure that you guys have like 4,000 gold.
Yeah, but we never carried it all at once.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I was under the assumption you carried all of your gold with you, which is why you had
we would have been
Taryn...
able to pay him between ours and what's in the tavern.
Yeah, it would have been a different conversation if we had all of our gold.
Yeah, I was under the assumption that we just carried enough to get through.
Oh. No, yeah, I didn't have that idea at all.
Yeah, I thought we had that conversation during our last one. We were talking about like renting a horse or something like that.
Yeah.
About the fact that we leave all of it in the guild, and then we each have not we.
I thought it was you left it all with Taryn, and that each one of you got like an allowance. That's what.
I think you left at the guild.
I think we agreed that because it would be kind of crazy for just metaphysically weird for him to be carrying like 4,000 gold, like impossible to carry that.
Oh no, not with like special bags and shit. But yeah, I mean,
we didn't have special bags at the time. Not until recently.
Yeah, but you have that now, so that's also one of the reasons why I thought you'd have it.
Oh, yeah. No idea.
Okay. Well, Taryn drops, I guess, some arbitrary amount. I don't know how much you planned on carrying. It's like, I only had 2 silver on me today. What are the odds?
I always just assumed it was like 200 or 300, and then we picked up another 300 from the town.
Okay. So we'll just say it's 500 gold then.
Okay, cool.
Faye, I'm guessing you're moving and readying your thing, Taryn. Did you do that already?
Yeah.
Okay. Fayeabellus is dead. Leeward.
Dead and decapitated.
Dead and beheaded.
Yeah,
right.
You're carrying the severed head of Fayeabellus.
Yeah, and I think that's awesome.
It's pretty gross.
Yeah, it's great. So I guess I can't do anything without dropping the head, and it is important that I keep that head.
Yeah.
So
Is it?
Yeah, it's very important. Don't ask.
You shove it in the bag of holding?
It's important to me. Yeah, I kind of want to go fishing, but this isn't the time for fishing. So I'm just going to make my movement and wait expectantly for an enemy.
Meaning you're readying an attack in case he attacks you?
Sure, I'll stand there with my swords until everyone catches up.
Okay. During your turn, you hear the green spider say, "Drop the sword," to you.
Oh no! We're so close to the exit.
Are you?
No.
No.
We are not.
Man, we got in here so fast.
Oh god.
Fuck. Shit. Yeah, I'll drop both my swords. Because I don't want to die.
For the record, he's only referring to the magical one that's your strong hand.
Oh, you mean the best one that I have? Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, so as a being that can detect what things are magical, he's been eyeing you guys. I mean, obviously that's an attribute of dragons, that they're just like trying to size you up and figure out what stuff you have.
That sword was really sentimental because it was a gift and it's badass. And I only got to use its critical attack once, but
you did get to use it.
I did get to use it, and there will be other swords, so I lay the sword down.
Okay.
So
Regrettably.
And so you're still ready and attack, though?
I
your
hold
other
the
sword?
other shitty. I hold the shitty sword, which now goes into my strong hand.
Okay. For the record, that shitty sword is still a +1 long sword. It's still very good. Or a short sword, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay. On Jakoba's turn, roll d6. Okay. And he says,
Good. All your things, leave them to me.
and you still do not see him. The lair goes, the spiders are crawling, but they've kind of like stalled out here, like a defensive formation, barring your entrance. DeMarcus. Assuming any of you can see that, actually. Don't know.
No. Yeah, I'll keep moving with Izzy, I guess.
Yeah. We will run another 45 feet.
Okay. Let's just move that there. That's about 45, maybe a little more. Bosner, you're up.
25, 30, 35, 40. All right, I'll just dash over here.
Cool. There's Taryn. He's also referred to you, and he goes,
The stone. I want the stone.
We're being straight up extorted right now.
well, he could take it from your dead corpse.
Yeah.
Wish I could speak in panther form, but I cannot.
Yeah, that wasn't a complaint, John. That was just a laugh.
Yeah, no, I get you.
Oh, it's a complaint.
No, this is a dope encounter, man.
Aaron, how do you respond to his request?
Taryn just kind of grabs it out of the air.
Mm-hmm.
Tosses it.
Okay. And E, it is your turn again.
That was fast.
Yeah, we're doing just a lot of movement, so.
Yeah, well, I guess we'll keep that up. Another 30 feet brings me there. Boop. That's all I got.
And he says, at the start of his turn, I'm going to roll another d6. Okay. He says,
Your cloaks.
Man.
All of your cloaks.
and the spiders are not moving forward that you can see. And it is DeMarcus's turn.
Hey, John.
Yeah, so I stop.
It's too late.
Go ahead, then.
Well, I was going to say it's too late, but would it be possible for me to roll a deception check retroactively? Just for sneaky business?
Oh, no.
What are you trying to deceive him with?
Let's say when I dropped my sword, if I could go back in time there. And retroactively, okay.
Yeah, roll a sleight of hand check.
Fingers crossed, y'all.
Oh my god.
Drop it into your.
Okay.
You're going to get all this killed, Dylan.
It's pretty good.
It is pretty good.
All right.
Okay. I'm going to do this to GM. Okay. Yep.
Okay, well, without saying too much, if I'm rolling a sleight of hand check when I'm dropping my magic sword, I think you know what I'm going for there.
Sorry, I'm guessing what you're doing is you're dropping the other sword?
Correct, yeah.
Yeah, and like trying to make it look like you left your magic sword?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, sorry.
Well, to retroactively do that then, because he went after you did.
Oh, okay. But
right.
Okay. Yeah.
So you did the sleight of hand thing, right?
Yeah.
So he, on his turn, is going to come flying through.
Oh my god.
And is going to
kill us all.
Cast.
What? A 19 wasn't good? No.
So make
So
a
he can will
DC
himself
14
out of checks.
Constitution saving throw.
All right.
So what's the so have you've only been unconscious twice or once, so you're not, never mind, so you're good. So just make a DC 14 Constitution saving throw with no bonuses. You take 42 dragon breath damage.
Nice.
And he like basically swoops in, does that breath, and then let's see,
Oh my
rotates
god.
out. He like goes to your body.
Oh my god.
And he like lowers his head to your body, and he like grabs the sword that your special sword with his mouth, and then he like puts his claw on your chest and pushes off and flies away.
Ouch.
And it's a claw attack.
Ouch. Well, I'm
So
already cautious.
it automatically hits, or wait, no, it's a whatchamacallit.
It's an
It's just
automatic
advantage.
crit.
Well, it's a, if it hits, it's an automatic crit.
I hope it doesn't hit.
Yeah.
Yeah, because then you
But
lose
it does
2
have
jet saves.
It does have
idiot.
advantage. So yes, it hits. It's an automatic crit. So you are at 1 death save remaining.
Oh my god.
Been fun, guys.
And now it is, DeMarcus's turn, who just watched a dragon like fly in, breath you, and then like push off your corpse and fly away.
Oh my god, you probably look so fucking dead right now.
Wait, did he still tell us?
So, yeah.
Wait, well, hold on. Did you see? Yeah, you saw it.
Okay. So I can I even get there if I put Izzy down? To Leor?
Yep, you can. You can get just to him.
Okay. I will get to him. And I've got one more slot left for a Cure Wounds. I've got 5, let's see, in the healing pool too, so I'll just lay hands on him for 5.
Okay.
Thanks.
So you're awake, but now your movement is halved because you're at exhaustion too.
Bummer.
And it is Isolde's turn. She's moving at half speed.
Yeah,
and is no longer being carried by
stumble
DeMarcus.
forward a little bit as DeMarcus's arm leaves my side, and so I'll keep going, but much slower.
Okay.
And I will cast. I will cast Healing Word at 2nd level on E.
Oh, you don't have to do that. I deserve this.
She would still do it, you asshole. Fuck, where's the thing? Why isn't my macro working? Healing Word? Yeah. Huh. Oh, I have to click on my character, that's why. Healing Word, level 2. 12 HP.
Yay!
Okay.
I'm kicking again.
Vosner, you are up.
Cool.
I guess, Izzy, if that was a bonus action, because it's healing word, you could also dash and move another.
Ooh,
hunk
you're
of-
right. I never even thought of that. Yeah, I will just go up to here then.
Vosner?
And just move over here. Because that's what a dash does.
Okay.
That's all I got.
Taryn.
I'm just gonna run 60 feet.
Okay. By the way, have any of you taken your cloaks off?
Oh, yep, I will.
No, I was going to ask you, John, because I wasn't sure if that got redone when we redid Dylan's thing.
Oh, no, he would have asked for that too. Sorry.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
He's basically
then I would've,
got an eye on any. He can cast detect magic in the same way you can, and he's got an eye on anything that's giving off an aura to him.
Yeah, I dropped my cloak too.
Okay.
Would the spiders have pursued further with Dylan's retroactive change?
Nope. The spiders seem more defensive.
Good looking out.
It seems like they might be eating me, but that's just maybe
that's gonna be canon. They feast upon the corpse of Faye Bellis.
Right. Well, that was a very quick ally shift right there.
Well, he's dead, you know.
Yep.
Serves him right.
All right, E, you are basically woken up from death again, and you have no weapons.
I have my bow, right?
You have your bow, sorry.
Okay.
And so it is
Ray,
your turn.
you take a shot.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
You can see him.
Nah. For some reason I'm less inspired to continue.
You do have a hunter's mark on him. Actually, no, that faded because it's concentration. Never mind. Sorry.
I don't know why I can't get this to work here. Sorry. So I can only move half distance.
Yep.
So, boop. There's my 15 feet.
Yeah. For the record, dashing more than 3 plus your Constitution modifier means you have to start taking Constitution saving throws to see if you take points of exhaustion. But for the sake of narrative, I'll say like you guys are right up to that point, not fully up to that point.
Wait, what?
Yeah. So the way dash works is if you dash over and over and over, turn after turn, eventually you'll get exhausted.
Wow.
Yeah, it's like a rule that very rarely comes up unless there's a chase scene, and it's one of the ways you can explain like how you could ever catch up with a big bad guy. Is like, well, eventually their Constitution modifier is only so powerful, and they will get exhausted from dashing. So, yeah, I'm not gonna like enforce that rule here because it seems like you guys are,
Sure.
not dashing every turn, and it's only been like 3 or 4 rounds. Okay. On his turn, the green spider. Okay. And he fades from view. And basically, so the cloaks you have are magical. So he just says to Taryn, the wand. Leave the wand.
He's just destroying my entire identity right now.
Yeah. And it's DeMarcus's turn.
Yeah, so I've just seen Leeward do some really terrible stuff. And then when I saved his life, he just got up and ran. So I'm like kind of like staring at him, like just like just like with a completely like blank expression. Like I'm just like I have nothing to even do mentally with him right now.
I'll mail you a thank you
card
card
later.
later.
What the fuck is happening?
Oh, for the record.
So I once again, yeah.
Oh, just for the record, your sword. He also wants your sword, DeMarcus.
Oh, okay, yeah. So I drop that, and I just kind of like look at Izzy because she's right next to me, and then I just put my arm around her again, and I wait for she and I to move forward again.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
head for E.
Sorry.
What was that?
Make sure you scoop up Faye's head for E.
Yeah, please.
Yeah, there's just a head laying on the ground next to where he was not.
Surely I've dropped it.
Yeah. Holding a head requires concentration. Fucking crazy. Isolde, it's your turn. Oh wait, what did DeMarcus do? Sorry.
Yeah, he's helping me move forward. So
Okay.
I waited to move with Izzy. Yeah, I'm
Okay.
helping Izzy again.
So we'll move you forward again, and then Vosner, do you catch up on your turn basically?
Yeah, essentially, I move.
Yeah, we'll just put you up with the group, and from here, assuming he's. I mean, I guess I don't have all your character sheets on you, but on me. But assuming he's cast detect magic and found what items you have that are magical, that would be your cloaks, some of your weapons. That's what he wants as treasure for you to leave behind.
Care about spell scrolls?
No, nothing like that. It's basically anything that just gives off a magical aura. That's like an enchanted weapon, basically.
So, like...
+1 weapons are that?
Yeah, +1 weapons are +1 because of magic.
So my, like, prayer book and holy symbol and all that are fine?
Yeah, that's nothing he's not concerned in. Basically, anything that's worth real gold. You know, it's basically just things that would be treasure, just for a narrative purpose. And after you've done all of that, assuming you've done all that... Yeah, we can just skip so we don't have to just do round after round of you guys running through this very large map. You hear him say something like, well, hold on. I had something I was going to say.
He gives us the axe.
Yeah, right.
Oh, he says, you may pass out of my web, but never return. And then you don't hear him anymore in the distance at all, and you're basically just like able to leave this area. Do you leave?
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
Big yes.
Okay.
Hey guys,
oops.
up to level 15. We're gonna come back here.
Fuck no, we are.
Totally. And so you leave, and you basically backtrack your way. With E's help, you're able to like carve your way back through the path, and you end up back at the spider forest. But now it's that's misrepresenting. Oops, didn't mean to do that.
Oh my god. Everyone's dying.
God, we're all dying!
Dropping like flies. Okay, so you get your group back together, and you're outside of the area, and it's now like the evening. You're all like dead tired. You've walked your way through a couple miles of the woods, and you are forced to make camp.
Holy shit.
So we're sitting around the fire right now, basically?
Yep.
So after we're here... Go ahead, Dylan.
I was going to say, I'm now forced to reorganize my bag since it is without its weapons, and I'm pretty upset about that. Not important.
I stand up and I stand over you, and I say, you almost got all of us killed for a weapon.
It seems
the person that I knew would have never done that. No one that I've ever fought with would ever do that. No one in the Knights of the Eternal Order would do that. No one in the Queen's Court would have done that. And I don't think that anyone else in the guild would have done that. You're one of the main reasons why I'm here. And I think that the person that I used to know is dead and I need to let him go. And so I was thinking that maybe I should leave this group. But I actually think that I belong here more than you do. And I think that you should leave. And I unarmed strike Dylan in the face.
Wow. That's hostile.
Roll
Man,
an
if you want
attack.
to take this out in person, we can do
Woo!
I don't think that's on my character sheet, John, so it's going to be
It's just a strength roll.
17?
Yeah, 17.
Oh, okay.
So just roll a d20
Yeah,
and add your strength.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That's what I was doing. Yeah, so it's 17.
Does 17 hit, DeMarcus?
My AC is 17.
So that's a hit.
So it hits, yeah. So you hit for 1d4 damage. Or wait, is unarmed strike just 1 damage?
No.
I think it's just 4 straight up.
It's on
It's
my...
1 plus strength.
I think it's 1d4.
My unarmed strike says...
I'm pretty sure it's just locked in at 1.
Oh, maybe it's 1 plus your strength
Strength
modifier. So 4.
That's right.
For
Yeah.
you.
So it's
Okay,
4.
so you hit DeMarcus hits E in the face for 4 damage.
Oh no.
And then I just walk away.
Yeah, I
I
mutter. I
sit by
didn't
the
know you were
fire.
here to babysit me as you walk away.
Damn. How far away are you walking? DeMarcus.
Oh, me? No, I just sit by the fire. Yeah, no. I'm just not paying
Oh,
attention.
okay. I thought you were walking off into the woods.
Like a baby.
No.
That was really reckless.
Yeah, I would like to say to DeMarcus that the reason we were there in the first place was for Ivar's axe, so it seems a little disproportionate to lay the blame on me, as though I had any reason to do, or as though I had anything to do with the reasons we were there at all.
Marcus is 100% not paying attention to you right now.
Yeah, that's fine.
Well, what are we going to do now? I mean, I couldn't see it because of the fog, but I mean, Ivar is dead. We're not going to be able to get his axe. We're not going to be able to secure... I mean, his clan is going to think we got him killed. This is... it could go really bad.
Well, we could try and go back and get the axe.
No, Fosner.
We have to go back to Olgar and tell him what happened, right? Or do you think that he would kill all of us?
You got that fancy spell, don't you?
What spell? We're not going to cast spells on Olgar. Ivar.
Oh no, the one with the you could talk at long distances with.
Message.
Oh,
that's the one.
Want me to send him a message right now?
Well, it may be prudent.
Ivar did say that his father would understand if he got himself killed trying to get the axe.
Yeah, I think if we could explain to him that Ivar did it for his clan. I'm not going to send him a message, though. It's not the right way to do that conversation. And for all I know, it would scare him or feel like a trick or a trap. And I can't say what Ivar just did for us in 25 words.
I agree. We have to go in person and tell him it's the only way to do honor to Ivar.
I don't know. I think, as noble as it is traveling back again in person, we don't have the time or the resources at this moment to effectively get out of these woods. So dropping a note to someone would probably be a good idea.
A note to someone is fine. To ask for a boat at Portier or something to meet us there is fine, but I'm not going to tell Olgar that his son died in a magical message. I'm not, Vosner.
It would be an insult. We can't do it.
I don't know where you think you're going, that you don't have time to travel back to the island. But this was the mission we were given. All of the great resources of the guild are at our disposal to do our mission, to do our job.
Oh.
We need to go back.
Ivar sacrificed himself to save us. We owe it to him to go to his father in person and tell him.
No, I'm not saying not to go back. I'm just saying that we should let them know. But I don't mean to trouble you guys, but we did all that we can do. There's no sense of snapping at one another. I understand that this is a huge loss, and out of the last couple missions, we haven't had any sort of wins on our part. So, I understand the frustration, but no need to take it out on us, especially if we're trying to offer something. But if that's how you feel, that's how you feel.
That's how I feel. And I don't think we should make any decision about it right now anyway. It's late and we're all half dead and tired.
I go to sleep.
Okay. Is there anything else you guys want to say? Otherwise, we should maybe we can wrap it up here.
I do have one more third level spell slot, so I will send a message to Marin.
Okay.
And hang on, I have to count my words. This is Bear Squad. We suffered a loss. We are near Port Tier in Wheeldath. We need a boat back to Gunderlin. More in the morning.
And before I give you a response to that, I'll open the next session with a response to that. By the way,
perfect.
I just wanted to say thanks everybody for a great session.
Yay!
Thanks to Leif for his like out of nowhere appearance.
That was amazing.
Stunning performance. I don't know if he's still around. He's been dead for hours. He's still muted.
Yeah.
Leif, are you there?
I'm here.
Okay. Well done, Leif.
Yeah, thanks for playing.
I had to see how it ended.
Yeah, no, definitely. So, thanks to Leif. Thanks to Tim for crushing it with his epic
that was beautiful.
solo struggle fight with the.
Thank you so much for
dragon.
including me in this epic sacrifice.
I'm really, really happy with how it turned out. Yeah.
I will never forgive you.
Dude, that was Faye. It's still cool.
Yeah, I hope you can come back on the right side sometime. That was a lot of fun.
That'd be dope.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, no, that was
Tim, are you ever going to speak to me again after killing a bear?
It depends on what you give me, I suppose.
How about another whatever improvised character you want on the Norse Island when they come back?
No, we can talk about it. No, I mean, that was an awesome way to go out, and Iver, for him, it was very carefully calculated because he is very keenly aware of what the death of a Norse prince is going to do as far as invading all the Norse people on the island. So, like,
oh my god,
letting that dragon kill him was perhaps his plan for letting that dragon seal his own fate.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, going down.
I'll yeah, we can talk about that, and because I'll just have you be the Norse response. You can
cool.
You can help me figure out what they would do.
Yeah, I mean, it was an awesome session. For so much for planning.
Yeah, thanks everybody. I hope all the shit worked out. Thanks for everybody for doing the updating their character sheets and stuff. In the future, if we can load all of our spells. For the record, the way you put a spell in your character sheet is you just go into the I section, the compendium, type in the name of your spell, and you can just literally drag it over to your character sheet, and then it'll put it in there. If it's an attack spell, it'll load it into your attack section. You can just click on it. So anyways, things like that for next time might speed things up a little bit. But I'm really happy with how you guys did all the rolled attacks and stuff. It looked pretty cool. I did not know how that was going to end.
Oh my god.
So many possible ways. For the record, I literally have like 3 different more pages of screen for if you guys did different things. So yeah, it's definitely built in some contingency plans, but you ended up fighting him, which was pretty epic.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
It was pretty cool.
It was great until we almost died.
So that's your first run-in with a dragon in this campaign, is that right?
Yeah.
I mean, as far as you know, I guess. You could have just seen one.
Dungeons, and we've done dragons.
Wow.
Yeah,
I think we've basically fulfilled the arc.
Yeah.
You guys feel like this is a good stopping point for the campaign?
Story over.
Right, the story is just like a bunch of broken people.
The story is just like, now you guys go on and you're the drunk people in the inn that were like, I was once an adventurer. Well, I lost my swords.
I want to thank everyone for all the dope RP, because that was one fucking great story. That was amazing.
Yeah, that was probably the most epic session. Yeah.
That was great.
All right, well, I should probably eat some food and stop being full of adrenaline.
Yeah, for real. And
I got another meeting in 30 minutes, so I gotta.
You gotta use the Zoom.
I gotta use the Zoom, guys. Sorry.
All right, see you guys.
See you, everybody.
Later.
Bye.